Yes, party greetings. Welcome. Welcome, guys. I haven't been here for about 4 days. Yeah. Yeah, that cold came back again. I needed to get my voice back. So that's why I've been missing. But hey, it's good to be back. Welcome on board. Where are you watching me from? You know, that's the ritual. I'm still your main guy, proudly Austin. This is my YouTube channel. It's sports, entertainment, and so much more. Just in case you're just coming across the channel for the first time. Shout out to my guys on TikTok. I always see you guys. You know, you come around, you show me love. I appreciate it. Shout out to everyone joining. Let me see. Let me see. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Let me just pin this. Fortunately, I'm still trying to figure out uh, how to get TikTok into this device. But I will. I promise you guys that I will. Anyway, let's get into it. It's now 11 days, guys. Just 11 days to the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. And if you see my title on YouTube, I've called it 11 days to 2025 Afcon. Where is the Super Eagles list? Guys, where is it? Where is the list? Who is holding on to that list? With 11 days to go, we should be knowing the guys that will execute Nigeria's mission at the Africa Cup of Nations. And the major story that came out today from South Africa is that Stanley Nwabali. Who is Stanley Nwabali, just in case you don't know him? He's the first choice goalkeeper of the Super Eagles, is now a major doubt for the Afcon due to injury. Yeah, that's what's up. Let me put that story up there so that you guys can be seeing it. Stanley Nwabali is a major doubt for the Africa Cup of Nations. His coach right there, Chipper United, expressed strong doubts over the availability of the Super Eagles goalkeeper Stanley Nwabali for the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco. Nwabali has been out of action since sustaining an ankle and hand injuries during Nigeria's 2026 FIFA World Cup playoffs in Morocco. And that's a problem right there. That's a big problem for the Super Eagles. Captain of the side, William Troost-Ekong, just last week announced his retirement. Stanley Nwabali now a major doubt. Not a good one. Not a good one. And I think this picture just explains it. Feed your eyes on that picture. I think that was when losing to Cote d'Ivoire, the final of the last Afcon. This picture, my football people tell me it was definitely not the playoffs, most likely the last Afcon. And so when I saw that picture, I said, that's going to do it. And if you're watching on YouTube, that's the thumbnail you will see. I've called it Super Eagles Worries. Yes, big worries. William Troost-Ekong out of the team. 11 days to go. We do not have the squad list for the Afcon. And now Stanley Nwabali is a major doubt for the Afcon. Worries. I see the comments. Keep it coming, guys. Remember, I do this show for you. I wanted to get into it with the MPFL. I said, these guys will not really watch the MPFL. So let me just go straight into the Super Eagles update. And then tomorrow I'll come and tell you what happened on March the 16th of the Nigeria Premier Football League. That one also should get our attention because it's our league. But before I get into the conversation big time, I just want to say a special thank you, special shout out to everyone that has subscribed to our YouTube channel. Guys, we're over 12K. I only took this seriously right after the Olympics, I think. Yeah, and we're going strong and stronger. And I feel the love. So shout out to everyone that has subscribed to my YouTube channel. Shout out to you that is sharing my content, putting out comments. I appreciate the love. I feel it. 12K. I was still going strong. And it's because of you guys that I'm going out there now to chase those contents. I'll be going to Morocco for the Africa Cup of Nations and get close to the players, the major actors. Let me go talk to the coach. Let me go meet those NFL people and ask them the hard questions, So yeah, I'll be going to the Africa Cup of Nations to, chase those content. So stay with me like never before. But I just want to say Thank you so much. I appreciate your appreciation. For my social media platforms, 12K subscribers on YouTube, 67 going to 68K subscribers, followers rather on Facebook, 13K on TikTok. Instagram is still holding on to our account. They seized it because of intellectual property, that PSG Arsenal commentary that I did. But hopefully we're going to get it back. And when it comes back, we'll just, rock and roll with those 4 platforms. On X, 22,000, but I hardly do X because it's a lot of microblogging. I'm big on video. So shout out to everyone following me on my different social media platforms. I appreciate you. It was important that I put this out there. Thank you. Thank you so much. So more updates for you, just in case you missed it. That was the coach of head coach Chippa United, Vusimuzi Vilakazi. He said, I don't think he will make it. He's talking about Stanley Nwabali. But when I was talking to him, he was confident that we recover very soon. I think they shouldn't rush him. That would be another big problem. If he's not 100% ready to come for the Afcon, if he wants to be with the team while he's recovering, fine, but we shouldn't take a bad situation and make it worse, But I know Stanley Nwabali is a top guy, strong guy. He might just want to push himself to get ready for the Afcon. But the coach said it clearly in that, a long article that I read that it's not looking good. He has missed 3 matches since after the playoffs, important matches for his club side. So if he's not playing, then it means the situation is not it's not a light one. So that's the update on Stanley Nwabali. Unfortunately, that's what it is. We still don't have the list yet. That's another worry. Captain of the side, William Troost Ekong, has called it quits. That's another worry. And that's why I've called this one Super Eagles Worries. I've tagged that as the thumbnail so that you guys can say, what's going on? Why is Austin saying there are worries? Well, hey, it is what it is. It's what you sow, you reap. That's the updates, major updates. We'll continue to monitor it. Another update for you as regards the Afcon. We're supposed to have this practice match, but the date has been, pushed further because FIFA has said they will give clubs time to have players as much as they can. I think they can be with their clubs till about the 15th, before they start coming. So that friendly match, that practice match against Egypt has been moved to the Cairo Stadium for the 16th. Now on the 16th, to be played 7 p.m. Nigerian time, 8 p.m. Egyptian time. Give us an opportunity to have a look at the team, see what Coach Chelle is doing. That game is on the 16th, so hopefully this week, before this week runs out, we're definitely going to have, the complete squad lists for Nigeria as regards the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. Yeah, so that's information that you can use. But some countries, they aren't just joking with the Afcon. I've shown you countries that have released their squad list. I think about 2 weeks ago, that of Egypt was out, South Africa was out, Benin Republic was out, Angola was out, serious countries. But look who is breaking record. Look at them right there. Let me show you. Team that is making records already. Very important, we put it out there so we know that some people aren't joking. Let me take this back. Look at the team that's already in Morocco. The Cranes of Uganda. They are in Nigeria's group. They've touched down. Early birds. They want to get ready. They want to acclimatize. That's the Cranes of Uganda right there saying, no time. Okay, let's get into Morocco and start to acclimatize. So you see people that mean business. That's what I'm talking about. We're still waiting for our lists because people rush. You want them to beat Uganda. You want them to beat Tanzania. Do you know how they prepared? Do you know how ready they are? Particularly when they know they have Nigeria in their group and Tunisia. Countries are ready. Not joking. Just thought I should show you guys. The Cranes of Uganda already touched down in Morocco for the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. NFL, what's going on? Where's the list? At least let's know the players that will execute this mission for Nigeria. Let them start understanding the unity of purpose. Let them start knowing that, oh, I'm going to be doing this with this guy. I'm going to be doing this with that guy. Nah, something is wrong. Something is wrong. So I thought I should show you guys that, see, countries are not joking. Countries are not joking. They just want to come to the Afcon and prove a point. And if we want to go by the World Cup qualifiers, no small teams anymore. Nobody's coming here now to come and say, oh, because you are the Super Eagles, people will respect you. No, we're not doing that. Cape Verde is going to the World Cup. Nigeria is not. Nobody is looking at anybody's face again. This is what you sow, you reap. Yeah, that's what's up. 11 days to the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. I've called this one Super Eagles Warriors. There's no squad list. Captain of the side, William Troost Ekong, has quit. It's called the quit on international football. Whether or not we like it, there's a backstory to that. That is a worry to the team. Now, Stanley Nwabali is a major doubt. The first choice goalkeeper. That's what I'm talking about. We must find a way. We must find a way to make sure that planning and organizing is a thing. It's a big, big problem in Nigeria. We just don't know how to plan. That is a big, big problem. I really wish we can find a way to get out of it. Let me just see. Some comments already coming in. Douglas Bayo Sergey, I know it's on Facebook. Thanks so much for watching. The Musketeers in the glass house are tinkering with the lists. Possible. Very, very possible. We've been through it before. And I said it. There was no point for a provisional list. Eric Chelle cannot tell me you've been with a team for almost 1 year. You know your guys. You cannot tell me now that I want to go to the Afcon after you've been playing qualifying series since June and you don't know your team till now. Somebody must be playing with it. I totally agree. And that's why I called him out the other day. I said, be in charge. Eric Chelle, be in control. Because when you don't do well, the same NFF will be quick to sack you. The same football fans will be quick to criticize you. They will judge you. They will call you all sorts of names. So be in charge of your team. Know what you're doing with the team. It's very, very important. Such a shame that we're counting down to the Afcon. And the list that we should be saying now, players should be getting into the mood. They know that, oh, they are going to execute this mission. And we're all going together as a team. Start building it. Start talking about it. Pump up the vibe. We'll see. Thank you, Douglas, for that comment. I see you on Facebook. Thank you so much. Yeah, welcome. I see you. My person. Ikechukwu. Thanks so much for joining. I see you also on Facebook. Austin, I greet you, my brother. I greet you too. Okay, not be about first reach Morocco. I agree, but it matters. It's part of. It can tick for proper preparation. That you know what it means to get on ground. Give me a minute. Let me just set this. To get on ground on time, to acclimatize. The weather definitely won't be the same. I know it's going to be very cold in Morocco this December. I've been looking at the weather in Fez and like, why are they taking us to Fez? But hey, it is what it is. So I think it's very important for teams that get in on time. So I like the fact that Uganda, they're already, doing what they have to do. Get in on time, start getting into the groove, start touching, knowing the playing surface, getting into the weather. It counts for something, I totally believe it counts for something. And look, I've said it over and over again, that sometimes with football, particularly with these small teams, with these underdogs, their level of preparation is particularly what's going to push them. And I've been telling you guys, I've been giving you updates that with Uganda, Tanzania, Comoros, some of these small teams, the amount of work they've put into preparing for the Africa Cup of Nations, you know that they are not joking, they're not playing around. I like it so much. So yeah, okay, we'll see. Good morning, my guy. Good morning, David. I appreciate. Welcome. We'll be the first to leave market. You'll be shocked. Okay, we'll see. Uganda is no pushover. Nigerians, that's what I always tell you guys, because we don't really know the level of development going on with these other countries with their football. Uganda is a pretty decent team. Remember, they've come to you to beat us when Vincent Yama was marking 100 games in the Gospel Akpabia Stadium. They came there and they stomped Nigeria. Now, that was a game we weren't expecting to lose, but they did it. Easy win for them. So you never say never. This is football where anything can happen. So you need to be ready. You need to prepare properly. So that's why I was saying the first step is to have that list. At least know the players that will execute the mission. But it's not coming. Nobody is saying anything about it. Leave it to you, my brother. Leave it to my brother. So welcome. I see new persons joining us already on YouTube. Thank you so much for the love. Just in case you don't know, I'm your guy, Proudly Austin. This is my YouTube channel. It's sports, entertainment, and so much more. My bias is sports. So I come here and I give you all of the juicy details. Hey, let's set the record straight. We did it last time. A lot of people were arguing. Austin is a content creator. Austin is like that. I'm a broadcast journalist with over 20 years experience. There's nothing happening in Nigeria football in the last 20 years that I cannot tell you. So when you come to this channel, just know you're coming to, to dine with an authority, someone who knows what's up, So it's very important. Just in case, what kind of content can this guy give to me? Nah. Feel free to go type the name on Google. Know what I do, know what I stand for, know what I represent, I would have just left it as sport, but I wanted to diversify, let you know that there are other things that I know. That's why it's sports, entertainment, and so much more. In case you missed it and you're part of those who have shown me love to this YouTube channel, I'm saying thank you. We're about 12,000, going 12,300 subscribers now. It's so encouraging. Thank you so much, guys. We accomplished this in just barely a year. And I haven't been as consistent as I should be, but you guys have been, rocking and rolling with me, and it's so encouraging. Thank you so much to everyone that subscribed to my YouTube channel, that share my content, that, engage with it. On Facebook, you guys show me massive love. Even when I repeat videos, you guys watch it like it's new. It's so much love, it's so encouraging. Thank you. And that's why I want to go to the Afcon for you guys, because I've been talking about it. So let me go. See the players, talk to them, bring them closer to you so we can have a conversation together, And trust me, I'm going to do that for you. I will. So yeah, I'll be in Fez. That's where the Super Eagles will be from the 21st. Hopefully, everything goes well. 21st, and then if Nigeria gets to top that group, we'll stay in Fez. We'll finish second, we go to Casablanca. Yeah, I pray we'll top it. So we'll just stay in first, and then we know that we're going for round of 16. So after round of 16, and hopefully they can just go all the way. But hey, I am as open can be. No expectations with this Super Eagles team, because we've been there. Haven't we been there before with the team, particularly with the Nigeria Football Federation, just doing the way they want to do. Yeah, let's go back to that story. I told you, Stanley Nwabali, Super Eagles' first choice goalkeeper, is a major doubt for the Africa Cup of Nations. I'm like, what's going on? Why Stanley Nwabali? Yeah, it's tough. He got injured during the World Cup qualifying playoffs, and it's not looking good. His coach talked about it. His coach at Chippa United, and he's saying, look, it's not looking good for Stanley Nwabali. Let me just read what the coach talked about. Chippa United head coach Vusimuzi Vilakazi has expressed strong doubts over the availability of Super Eagles goalkeeper Stanley Nwabali for the 2026-2025 Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco. Nwabali has been out of action since sustaining ankle and hand injuries during Nigeria's 2025 World Cup playoffs in Morocco. The 29-year-old missed Chippa United's last 3 matches against Orlando Pirates Siwalele FC, and Kaizer Chiefs. So in case somebody's wondering, oh, is it just Apple? No, that's the head coach of this club, Chippa United, saying, this guy has been injured. We gave you our man. We got our man injured, and now he's not looking good, you know. Yeah. And they have reported that his recovery has been slower than anticipated. He was speaking to SuperSport. Lakazi said the current state of the goalkeeper's injuries leaves his Afcon participation in serious doubt. I'll quote him. He said, I doubt it. Looking at the state of his injury, I don't think he will make it, the coach stated. When I spoke to him, he was confident he will recover very soon. But obviously, he wants to be at the Africa Cup of Nations. The reality for now is that he's still injured. I hope for the best that he might find himself there, Vilakazi. Further revealed that Nwabali's hand injury requires surgery, noting that the player had been managing the problem for some time before aggravating it while on international duty. Despite the concerns, Nwabali, of course, you know, has been included in Nigeria's 54-man provisional squad for the Africa Cup of Nations. Super Eagles head coach Chelle will be hoping for a rapid improvement, especially in the wake of recent setbacks involving Benjamin Fredericks, who is injured and will be missing the Afcon, and the unexpected retirement announcement of the captain of the team, William Troost-Ekong. My people, that's why I called it Super Eagles Worries. Guys, with all of this, what do you think? Because sometimes with football, when all these things start happening, before you know now, they'll just go there, final. Before you know, they are lifting trophy. So, are these good signs, or these are just signs that, look, it's not looking good? Let's just forget about it. Just take our minds off, not expect so much. Just go to the Afcon, whatever happens. Guys, is this what this means? Or this is a sign that when things aren't looking so good, there might just be light at the end of the tunnel. Somebody tell me, what does this mean for Nigeria? But hey, I've called it Super Eagles Worries. Benjamin Frederick, somebody that we're looking up to, young guy showing promise since he joined the team in June, got injured, did surgery, he will miss out. Captain of the side, William Troost-Ekong, say I no do again, retired. Now Stanley Nwabali, the coach is saying, look, this guy, his injury is not one that we should joke with. It's not looking good. So guys, what do you think? I might be just to bring you the updates. I've done that, you know. So I want you guys to know what's going on as regards the Super Eagles and the Afcon qualifiers. I told you that there's now a new date for the practice match against Egypt. That's it right there. It's going to happen on the 16th. And I said hopefully for then we'll have the final list from Coach Chelle. You know, the players will be going to the Afcon and then we'll get right into the mood. But hey, I just wonder what's delaying that list. What is stopping us from having, in fact, we should have even been the first team to announce the squad list right after the World Cup qualifiers. Just say, this is the team. Put 3 or 4 persons on standby. If you want to add 2 new names to the list, put them into the list. But hey, we know Nigeria. We'll road to the answer. We'll see. We'll see. Taiwo Konade, thank you so much for joining. I miss you, bro. It's been a minute. Uganda just finished building the Olima Stadium, very beautiful stadium. Yeah, you remember Uganda, Tanzania, and Kenya. They will be hosting the next Afcon. They did the CHAN. So infrastructure is a thing now in East Africa. And that's the first step. I always tell people that's the first step. That was how Morocco started. Then you invest, when you start putting those infrastructure in place, it gives you a sense of what to now do with them. But in fact, the proper planning should be you highlight what you're going to do, not just build. Because Nigeria, we have a lot of stadiums. What do we do with them? That's why they're just all over the place. What do we do with them? That's the big question I always ask all these administrators. And I just see stadiums all over the country rotting. We've left the national stadium to rot since 2002. a national treasure, we just left you to rot. I just don't understand. So that's the problem. You know, check Senegal. When they mounted that stadium, boom, everything just started changing, you know. Very, very important, particularly if you have a proper plan of what you want to do. So Uganda might just, you know, be up to something good. I wish them well. I like countries who put out a vision and then they follow it through, you know. And I think that's what East Africa they want to do, because I was so pissed at the postponement of the CHAN. It was infrastructure, and that was strictly CAF's problem. You know, when you want to make a change, when you want to do something different, you have to just put your foot down. So Mosepe and all of those politics he was doing with President Ruto, Kenya just caused a lot of problems, delayed that Afcon and that CHAN, and it was postponed, and it was never the same. So we'll see. We'll see what's next. Thanks so much, guys, for joining. If you want to be part of it, tell me. I'll bring you up. You know me, I do this show with you guys. I love it when you guys, you know, give me your views. I learned a lot from the fans. You know, you guys know your football so well. So let me know if you want to be part of it. I'm going to bring you up. I'm going to touch a bit on athletics. You know, there's a situation going on with Nigeria's athletics. I know you guys love your football. That's why I'm doing these scripts Forge. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. I appreciate you too for joining. If you're watching on TikTok and you want to be part of it, jump into Facebook, YouTube. Proudly Austin. Particularly if you want to come on to talk, you know, I'm going to be sharing the link soon so you can get on. If you're on Facebook, you're watching me, I also want to be part of it. Come on YouTube. Let's rock and roll together. I love it so much what we do together. Nameka, well done, bro, Austin. Thank you. Well done too. The list would likely come out 5 to 7 days before the tournament. They're always the last to release their list. Politicians managing our sports. Okay, let's send the people out. When I talk, they say, "Oh, Austin, you are bringing the country to disrepute." "Oh, Austin, you are embarrassing the country with the things that you've been saying." I'm sure you guys have been saying the things I've been talking about Nigeria's football leadership problems. I've been calling out the Nigeria Football Federation. And yeah, they've been coming for me. "Oh, somebody like you that can actually talk to us. You go out there, you do this, just talk and talk and talk." You know, like they don't know how to have their time. But the good thing is they know I will stop talking. But we have to change it. We have to change it. We're not doing well as regards our sports and the way we'll handle it. So I'll still continue with this Afcon updates, but I just want to, you know, give you guys this update as regards athletics in Nigeria. Just let you understand that everything rises and falls on leadership, you know, and that's why we'll never stop calling out these people. Thanks so much, Nameka, for that comment. I like it a lot. And it's that cluelessness that is dealing with us. That cluelessness is messing up Nigeria's sports. But these guys just don't care. But we need to let them know that it's our sports. We're not going to let you. We're not going to let you ruin it. We will not let you. No, it's not possible. I'm just trying to bring up this story. But hey, in case you're just joining, welcome on board. Welcome. This is my YouTube channel. We're not just on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. What do I do here? Sports, entertainment, and so much more. We're counting down to the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. Yeah, just 11 days to go. And I've called this one. This is what I've called it. Super Eagles Worries. For a team that didn't qualify for the Africa Cup of Nations, you would expect that country to have this drive, this push towards the Africa Cup of Nations. For a team that made it to the final of the last Afcon, you'd expect them to have this push towards, you know, ensuring that they win it this time around. But that's not the case for Nigeria. We're still waiting for the squad lists. There's no proper program from the Nigeria Football Federation. Nah, that one, forget about it. Excuse me. It's not going to happen. Not with this NFF. They just like the idea of going for competitions. They like it. Because I mean, we can just do vibes and inshallah, and if they are lucky, we'll just get to the final. If they are lucky, we might just get to win. But these days, football, sports in particular, you must show workings. And time again, it has shown that it is countries who show workings that are doing well now. The last time you guys, I told you the story. What Cape Verde did, they're going to the World Cup. Look at what Morocco is doing. Football is shining. Even Ghana, after failing to qualify for the Afcon, they sat back, they reviewed it, they brought in a technical director and Winifred Shefa. They didn't put pressure on Coach Otto Addo. They said, calm down, know your squad. What do you want us to do as a federation? What support do you want from the government? Boom, 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 all those things in place. Ghana has qualified for the World Cup. This is what you sow, you reap. Yeah. But us, because we have politics tied to almost everything that we do. For instance, the presidency. Yeah, I'm not saying put pressure on the players, but ask questions. Ask questions. Let's know why the NFF did some of the things that they did. The House of Reps, you guys came out and said, oh, we're going to set up an investigative committee, you're going to ask questions, you're going to question the NFF and their operations, blah, blah, blah. All of those things gone. Oh, the presidency want to commend the Super Eagles for their efforts towards qualifying for the World Cup. They didn't qualify. Somebody should answer questions, particularly that you put taxpayers' money into it. But because the election is coming up, someone doesn't want it to look like, oh, at the end of the day, they will now say that it's this administration that didn't do well and didn't qualify us for the World Cup. So they just treat it. No. Nah, it is waiting for you. It is waiting for you. So they just swept it. They just made it look like, no, it's not a problem. So you read. That's the current situation. Yeah. So we're waiting to see particularly what will come out of the lists for the 2025 African Cup of Nations. And then hopefully to be, what can go out there and represent Nigeria. Kichukwu Njoku Austin, I believe the only way Eric Chelle would be in charge of that team is if he gets a backing from someone in the presidency. The individual should be influential and lover of sport, particularly football. The presidency, they have shown a bit of interest. I say a bit because first thing first, they say, okay, we don't want Ministry of Sport anymore. They brought the National Sports Commission. They employed technocrats. They appointed technocrats. Malam Shehu Diko, chairman, Bukola Olopade, who is a big sports consultant, who is a big sport marketer, who is knowledgeable, who knows how to use this, build a sports business environment. Those persons are in charge. But you see, what we always forget in Nigeria, it's not about individuals. The system. What system have we built? The structures. What structures are in place? I've told you guys the story over and over again. I met a member of the backroom coaching staff for the French team. We traveled together from Istanbul to Doha for the last World Cup. And the guy told me, after I said, oh, you don't have Nkunku, you don't have Pogba, you don't have N'Golo Kante, you don't have all your top players. The guy said, calm down. We've built a system. That's it, the guy told me. I hear it every day. So we've built a system that is plug and play. Come on. And France made it to the final. Oh yes, they were this close to winning it. System about individuals, because you get those individuals, those knowledgeable ones, those people with the technical expertise, bring them together, build a system. See, watch Morocco now. The king has built a system. See now, we've been talking about Morocco in the last 6 years, and we will keep talking about Morocco. And they've gone to the world stage now to win though. Don't forget, they're under 20 champions. Then that is very pivotal because that's the grassroots. That's them winning at the age grade already. Very important. Their women are not pushover or back-to-back Afcon finalists. And they're not big like us that we have to win. They are building a system. When they start winning, oh Lord. Even if they are not winning, they are going to host the 2030 World Cup with Portugal and Spain. Stop playing. They will make money. In the last 5 years in Africa, there's no big competition. Where have we been going for the Women's Africa Cup of Nations? They will still host the next one. They are going to host this coming Afcon. So there is no economics that is passing them as regards for sports at the moment, not just football, sports. Build a system. You could agree that the presidency should show that love and support, but they should. You see, it's a long-term process, and we are not big on long-term planning. That's our problem. We just want to do it now. We don't want to waste time. Let's just do it sharp. Let everybody move on. That's why we stay where we are. That's why we don't make progress. That's what we have to change. We must start building. And it comes with a lot of pain, a lot of sacrifice. Long term, it will hurt you. But when you start reaping the benefits, you see it. But we don't want to go through it. We have to go through it. It's very, very important. Otherwise, we're just wasting our time. We'll just be grasping on straws. We'll be doing the same thing over and over again. I would say. So we think if you go to a competition where you get to play 6 matches and you get to the final, you want to use that to judge. It doesn't mean that your football is doing well. You must find something long-term to do. Look, when was the last time we had players from under 17 coming to the Super Eagles? Can't even remember. We have destroyed that foundation. We don't care anymore. Big problem, people. Big problem. The win at all costs. That's just what is destroying us. The win at all costs. Let's just win. Particularly now that president is giving money. Let's just win and go to Asoro and go and get our own share of the money and move on. After that, no, for a team that's made it to the final of the Afcon at the last Africa Cup of Nations, why is qualifying for the World Cup big deal? You shouldn't struggle to qualify for the World Cup. Nah. So let me show you why this win at all costs will continue to ruin us. Let's pause on football for a minute and talk about the Athletics Federation of Nigeria. These ones, I just don't understand. What happened with Favor of Philly happened. Everybody kept quiet. The girl came out and said, our biggest pain is that the people that caused that pain, they are still right there in the Athletics Federation of Nigeria, that nothing was done to them. She left now. She has switched allegiance to go and compete for Turkey. Now, do you know what happened? Feed the eyes on this. Let me see. That's not the beginning. Show you what's going on. So when we talk, people are, oh, you are disgracing the country. You are telling us this, you're telling us that. Let me tell you this story. I'll read it. The Athletics Integrity Unit. They fight everything cheat. They fight everything doping. They are after making athletics clean sports. That there should be integrity in everything we're doing with athletics worldwide. Do you know what they have done? The Athletics Integrity Unit, the AIU, they have issued Nigeria a firm deadline. They say by 16th January next year, Nigeria, explain why 16 out of 17 athletes. We took 17 young athletes. They said, tell us why 16 out of the 17 athletes you entered for the 2025 African Under-18 and Under-20 Championships in Abeokuta appeared with multiple and conflicting dates of birth. Win at all costs. We must cheat just to win. See this embarrassment, this disgraceful, this is international. Why do they have multiple and conflicting dates of birth? Under 18 and under 20 that you are supposed to use to grow, carry small children. Don't think about winning. Just go and use. No, but we must just want to win. So that they will go and meet this governor, collect money. They will go and meet this one, collect money. The directive is straightforward. The Athletics Federation of Nigeria, AFN, must provide verifiable age-confirming documents, including birth certificates, passports, school records, or medical files to establish the athlete's true ages. Failure to do so will trigger a full AIU investigation into possible age manipulation, a serious violation of the Integrity Code of Conduct and World Athletics Technical Regulations. This marks the second age-related scandal in less than 2 years under the presidency of Tinubu Okokowa, that's the president of the Athletics Federation of Nigeria. The federation's leadership continues to face scrutiny, with Secretary General Israel Nwabali accused of failing to enforce procedural discipline and Technical Director Gabriel Okon criticized for prioritizing travel over compliance and governance. Prioritizing travel. They just want to travel, get extra codes. If I talk, they'll say, Austin, you are disgracing the country. That's the English they tell me these days. You don't talk to us, you just go out there, you go and do this, you do the country negative. But look at what they are now telling you. Look at what they are telling you now. It's out there. Age cheat. I keep saying it. Those of you who's been following my program when I was doing the Channel's International Kids Cup, I was saying that it's a cankerworm in our sports. I've seen parents who will tell me, please now. I've tried to help a child travel from Nigeria to, I think, Turkey and Malta. And the parents came with 3 different passports. It's a big problem. Everybody just wants to win. Nobody wants to pass through proper process. Look at, see how we are disgracing ourselves internationally. A previous scandal unfolded under former technical director Samuel Onikeku. This was the one who was in charge when the favor of thing happened. They will say, why not you call us? Why can't you come? Now this has happened. NSC has not said anything aside from a statement from the essay to the essay media to the Director General, Bukola Olopade. I'm going to bring it up. I'll read what Kola Daniel sent. But this thing, you will sit down with the media, call a press conference. I keep telling Nigeria, public relations does a good job in avoiding problems than solving problems. We always try to use public relations to solve problems. We're wasting our time. Public relations, use it to avoid problems. What is it that you have to do so that it doesn't become a problem? That's what PR does. Will not do it. Then when problem comes, run. Now they will be looking for ways that they will still go and do more. This is for these people to write to Nigeria. They already have their proof. They want to sanction us. They just want to follow due process. We will now go and use our own hands to do the wrong thing. They will still go and falsify documents. I know my people. When there's no action and consequence in place, people just do anyhow. Look at what the AI said. The AIU's findings indicate systematic discrepancies. My brother Ikechukwu, you see what I say about system? Systematic discrepancies far beyond clerical mistakes, raising suspicion of intentional age alterations aimed at inserting overage athletes into age group competitions. Why are we doing this? It's so painful that we just don't want to do the right things. Go and check why our football. Let me go back to football. Why did we become so admirable with our football? Particularly from the early 70s to when we won the first Afcon in 1980 to 1994. We were not playing with age grade football. The academicals, the principal corps, community football. We were discovering young talents. I'm tired of telling you people that God bless his soul, the late Coach Stephen Keshi, it was St. Finbar's College Secondary School that he was discovered into national team. What is wrong with us? We have this history. Why did we destroy them? To suit Joseph Yobo, why they are coming? I can go on and on. All Principal Cup, Daniel Amokachi, Principal Cup products. But no, these days, wuru to the answer. Just look at age grade competition. They went to carry over age people. Just because we want to say we hosted it and we won. Is that why? God help Nigeria. The Global Integrity Body stressed that such practices damage the credibility of competition, erode trust in Nigerian athletics, and undermine the honesty standards required of one-member federations. Went on to say, if the AFN fails to supply credible and contemporaneous documents before the January deadline, Nigeria risks yet another damaging investigation, one that would further stain the federation's reputation and cast doubt on the legitimacy of its junior athletes. So now you see why we are so big on chasing people who are abroad. So we go and depend on people who are abroad, who are coming from where there's proper system and structure, but we don't want to do it. We don't want to build that back home. And we are saying we want our sports to grow. We want our sports. No, it won't. So my brother, it's not about the presidency loving sports. It's about putting people who are there and are ready to help to build a system, build a structure, a long-lasting one. You see, our world of sports is so technical. It's a live document. That's why you see things keep changing. So as it's changing, you want to update that document. It's like a risk register for those of you who are in project management. You don't close that risk register. You keep monitoring the risk because you don't want your risk to become an issue, to become a problem. So you keep identifying, you keep monitoring it. When it's going high, you find ways to bring it down until you eliminate that risk. So they come and they treat sports like a product. No, it's a service. Those of us who try and know that we're in the media, okay, let's even tell you, no, because they have reached there now. They just want to do, because we have made it look like it's about win. That's why I'm saying that for a country that reached the final of the last Afcon, why didn't we, okay, what momentum did we build? Why didn't we use that? Okay, now you find out that even the NFF, I'm sure they would have told them, Chelle, try and reach final. They will forget that just last year we couldn't beat Lesotho. They will forget that just last year we couldn't beat Zimbabwe home and away. Even this year, we couldn't beat Zimbabwe. So, okay, you see what I'm saying? So when you say people like them, Uganda and those smaller countries, this is the motivation they have when they meet Nigeria. Because in our world of sports, they're like, you're as good as your last game. Oh yes, when a small team wants to play, they go and look at your last games. That's what they will use. That's what they will use for their match reading analysis. They will not go and look at Nigeria when we were doing so well in 1994 now. That's gone. As I said, our world of sports is a live document. So you need to have people who understand this thing. Yeah, let me read comments. So I needed to put that there. You can't see me clearly, or you want to see me boldly? Okay, I say it now. Okay. Unfortunately, for those of you watching me on Facebook, YouTube, we're watching me on YouTube. Let me read your comments. Let me see what you guys are saying as regards what I just talked about. Yeah, took that one. Bro, who's up? Nigeria is just making empty noise with nothing to show for it. Not even a single world-class stadium in the whole country. Shameless people everywhere. I agree. Even the Akwa Ibom Stadium will make noise. What's the level of maintenance? That is why the Super Eagles struggle at home. You cannot take these boys who play on posh, lush pitches and you go and take them somewhere that you are just managing to maintain. And that's the painful thing. When you know you want to bring 99.9% of your players from abroad, then you must build that same standard back home. Otherwise, they will come and they will struggle. And I have told them, I've told this ministry, these NSC people, these people, these particular elite boys, these boys you bring from abroad, they didn't grow up with win at all cost mentality. They win. If they lose, they put their headsets, they dance, they laugh, they move on. Nothing concerns them. Gone are those days that you see our players want to die for the badge because they grew up understanding what it meant to play for Nigeria, the hunger, the level of patriotism. These ones don't have it. They didn't grow up in your country. They stay their own and go beg, come and play for us. You not take them to your pitch where the oh my goodness. The behavior of the ball is different from what they have in Europe. They cannot even make passes. They cannot even run properly. What type of sprinkler system do you have in place? What kind of groundsmen look after the pitch? No. We just want to do the way we know how to do it. And it's not been working, but who cares? Who cares? When there's no action and consequence, nobody's holding anybody responsible. Thanks so much, bro, Finian, for that comment. Hey, my man Henry, wow, you're here, man. I see you, Henry. Yeah, I'm back. I haven't been feeling so good. I came down with a cold, but now my voice is back, so I'm here. Nameka, Austin, Maduka is now the first choice goalkeeper to use, now moving forward based on Nwabali's injury. Do you think that Uzo would have a chance to come back irrespective of his past errors? So, with Uzo, I think he got so comfortable that there was no competition. He got so comfortable. I think he's a good goalkeeper. I like him. I think he has a good command of his back line, but those errors is when you don't check that, no matter what you they will play. So now that there's a bit of competition, that even without Stanley Nwabali, if he's not careful, there's a mass of Basige, there's Adeleye, there is Maduka Okoye. So he will need to sit up, and I think it's important to current form. What are you doing at your club side? All of those things really matter. If you want to play for the senior men's national team, very, very, very important. Yeah. So, but I like him as a person. I must confess. TikTok, we're not liking the screen. Give me a minute, guys. You see, TikTok, they're telling us that our page will soon go inactive because we're not liking it. So, my people on TikTok, please, let's like it. Let's get the page active. Let's really find a way to fix this TikTok issue. Yeah, shout out to everyone joining on TikTok. I see you guys. Welcome aboard. Let's talk about the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. It's now 11 days to go. And I've called this one Super Eagles Worries. Benjamin Fredericks injured. He will miss the competition. William Troost-Ekong announced retirement suddenly. We were hoping he was going to go to the Afcon. I think he's got one or two things to still give, irrespective of what people think. He announced his retirement from international football. Now, Chippa United coach has said that our first choice goalkeeper, Stanley Nwabali, is likely to miss the Africa Cup of Nations. So, worries everywhere. And we do not have the complete squad list for the competition. What do you guys think? Do you still think that with all of this, Nigeria can go to the Afcon and impress? That's the conversation I want us to have. So, start getting ready if you want to come. I'll put it up. So, yeah, in America, I think Uzo needs to prove his point. Look, I've said it that I'm not good with criticizing players. I'll just look at your current form, not your past, because it's very important, current form. When you're doing the right things, you can use it to build a momentum and sustain it. So yeah, if the coach feels Uzo, is good enough to do the job, all we need to do as fans, supporters, followers is to support the team. So yeah, I think Uzo can, do just enough to get into the team. Yeah, that's it. Harry, no list yet. Niger Magic, I tell you, my brother. Niger Magic, 11 days to competition would have our list. Nameka, remember Onana for Cameroon, similar lapses, but still maintain goal post for Cameroon. Second chance for Uzo would not hurt. Yeah, but look at Onana now. They dropped him. They dropped Onana for the Afcon. He's still shocked himself that they dropped him. So that's football for you. And that might just be a tool or the new coach, the director they gave to him, that these are the people who will cause problems for you when you get on the job. So get them out. Drop Tanana, drop Vincent Abubakar. And there's still the indomitable Lions of Cameroon. That's just to prove a point that nobody is bigger than a team. Football is a team sport. You might have the individual brilliance, but you're not bigger than the team. I think that's what they did with Onana. Kichukunjokun, system, pure and simple. That's it, bro. Build a system. That's all we need. Nigeria is a political country. Even the air we breathe is being politicized. We like politics and tribalism dealing with us in that country. Austin, the system of structure is the basis of football improvement and development, and it's the only winning thing in football. Case study, Morocco, Spain, etc. All have. That's it. Look at Belgium. Everybody say, "Oh, golden generation, they've not won, they've not this," but look at what it's doing for their country. Look at the talents that they've been able to bring out of their country, even their league. Check what Genk, as even as a club, gives to other European countries. They make money out of these things. But because we just think that the only way to make money or do something is win. No. Think long term. Italy is likely to miss out of the World Cup again. You think a year? In the economics of football, they will always sit on the table. They will have a place on the table. When England win World Cup last, you think they bother? Their championship alone, not Premier League, is the budget of some countries. Let's stop playing. And the painful thing is we have the market, we have the people, we just lack the leadership. Yeah, so sad. I talk about these things all the time. I just don't know. So Austin, Henry, I was thinking the best thing we need to do is action. We talk too much. We need to stand up to this NFF face-to-face, let them see the pain on our faces, and then march them out of office. So you see, will we just carry placard and maybe get into the other, all of you leave? No. The first thing is for us to know our football. That's why I've been educating people on our football. What the small structure, what is it about? Because knowledge is power, Henry. What I've realized about the leaders of sports in Nigeria, they know that we are not interested. If I begin play Nigeria Premier League match here now, because they have not packaged it well, people will leave this live stream. They know you love your Chelsea, your Arsenal, your Man U, your Real Madrid, your Barcelona, your PSG. And betting, again, is not helping matters. So first thing first, to take a terrible structure out, you must know it. You must know what it's made of. So the first step is for us to start investing in our own football. If you are from Osun State, find out what football is like in your state. That's the first step. I'm from Akwa Ibom. I'm invested in Akwa United. If I visit home, I can go. So when I did training, I go there. Even if you go with two big, one boot, one shin guard, I say, coach, I brought this for players for training. It is to tell the leadership that I'm investing so I can ask you questions. See, what I've just explained is what is happening generally in Nigeria with our leadership. Even at the top level, people will be saying, president. They don't even know who their local government chairman is. They're not interested. They don't know. And your leaders know this. Because that's where it should start. They don't even know who their House of Rep member is, who is representing their senatorial district in the House of Senate. They don't know. They don't know. So Henry, we will not just jump up. We need to be doing this talking through the media, and then we start investing gradually. Start asking questions. What do you want to do? 44 persons make up the Congress that votes in the NFF president. 44. Out of that 44, 37 are the state FA chairman, the State Football Association chairman, and all of them belong to the NFF Congress. So when 37 out of 34 is already from your own setting, how would you not keep voting your own person? But they know a lot of people don't know these things, and people are not concerned. People don't even want to know who the NFF president is. They just want to follow Super Eagles, Super Falcons. These leaders, they know that that's what we are just all about. That's why they misbehave. So that's the first step. We need to be knowledgeable about the inner workings of football administration and management in Nigeria. That's the first step. So that if you have a chance to meet the NFF president tomorrow, you can have a conversation with him. Your state FA chairman is those 37 persons I talk about, they represent each of the states. So start with your state FA chairman, that what are you doing in our state with football? Because that's the man that will now go and vote the NFF president. You see? So first thing first, ask him what is he doing in his own state? What's going on in his state? Very, very important. So this picture of Stanley Nwabali just defines the mood and everything that I'm talking about. The man is tired and now he's injured. He's likely to miss out of the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. This picture is also saying, Eric Chelle, 11 days to go. We do not have the list to the Africa Cup of Nations. What's going on? NFF. What are we doing? Yeah, Henry, that's it. Paul, hi. Hello, Paul. How are you? Where are you watching me from? Guys, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. So please, if you're watching now, like the video. That's the only way that the algorithm will push it out there for more persons to see, join us. Very, very important, please. And subscribe to the YouTube channel as you get it. Shout out to everyone on TikTok. Shout out to everyone on Facebook. I see you guys. Well done, well done, well done. I appreciate the love. I just said, let me come and talk with my people. Nameka, the system or structure identifies the foundation of everything. If the foundation is not strong, the building will collapse. I stated in the scripture as well, that's true. The new Siemens are all on the grassroots. This is what it is. The last time we saw products from the grassroots is the Osimhen set. Osimhen, Samuel Chukwueze, 2015. 2015. This is 2025. You're correct. Scripture said if the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous do? So the painful thing is they destroyed an existing foundation that we built from way back. Forgotten, we will go to under 17. Okay, let's even say we used to cheat. We still go to here and we win. Now we're still cheating. They are beating us at every level. Tells you the story. Henry, which I know is not possible, they must see that they can't come around football anyhow. They need better beating or warning for them to see that football is not real. People are watching this game. Script for Justin, zoom out your camera window so we can see you boldly. You guys, no. You guys can't see me. Let me see. Let me take off Nwabali. Tell me if you can see me boldly now. Am I in your face? Since you guys on me in your face, can you see me now? Script Forge, can you see me? Yeah, but I just like having the pictures representing, what I'm talking about. But hey, now I think this should be fine. Yeah, Mecca, just look at our under 15. There was no calm before the current, their tournament, and that's why they failed exactly at the competition. The scenario triggers at the end of the trial, and it's true. Trial and error. That's what they keep doing. That'll be today now. Look how bad it them. They're not overage till dates. use overage. But it's telling, it's showing now. So, why are we fooling? Because what you sow, you reap. Remember, I heard that Nigeria wants to host Waffle B tournament. Is this using only the Uyo Pro Stadium or multiple stadium locations? Mediocre way to host tournament once the giant of African football. That's what we have. Oh. The stadium in Abeokuta is not bad too, but I know they'll prefer to go to Uyo. Kechukwu on current form. Maduka stands tall as our first choice goalkeeper. Yeah, Maduka is not bad. Maduka is not bad. Very decent. But he's too distracted. Women, they always distract him. They're always distracting him. He's always doing fine, boy. That's the problem with Maduka. Chooks. We have to use Maduka Okoye and start rebuilding his confidence. I wish we had Okonkwo of Wrexham. Yeah, good guy too. To increase competition. Yeah, Okonkwo is very decent. Naimeka Nicholas, maybe because they dropped Abubakar, large the anger on Osimhen, stating he's not the best striker when he cannot equate a match with without anything for Abubakar. Yeah. You know, these days of social media, I think people just stay and say, oh, I've not been trending, people have not talked about me, like they want to forget me. Let me just come out and say Samuel Chukwueze is better than Messi. So, well, boom, voila, this is the age of social media. Everybody will start talking about it. So, let's ask the NFF their next 3, 5, and 10 years plan to produce players across all age groups, including the Super Eagles. The same question for female footballers. You ask them questions, they will answer you. For action, not for talk, action. Okay, you can see me now on YouTube. Yeah, okay, cool. So, guys, that's it. I've gone through your messages. Thank you so much for those messages. If you're just joining, welcome aboard. This is your guy, Proudly Austin. What do I do here? I talk sports, entertainment, so much more. Yeah. So tomorrow, if you come here and I'm talking about the Nigerian elections or international politics, don't be like, oh, what's going on? No. And when you see me do those things, let's come and talk about it. When it's time to talk sports, we talk sports. When you come here, I see him talking about Davido, Burna Boy, what is going on with them. Don't look like, oh, what's Austin doing now? So it's YouTube channel of diverse opinions, diverse views and events and happenings, but definitely sports is my bias. And when there's a big sporting event that I can follow, like the Afcon, I'll definitely be there, to follow it and bring you guys all the major, action conversation. So I've just been looking at the Africa Cup of Nations and wondering what Nigeria can offer, with what we saw the last time. Can the Super Eagles do anything different at this Afcon? I've showed you guys the groups, but let me bring it up again just in case you haven't seen it. But by the way, the Cranes of Uganda, they're in the same group with Nigeria. And surprise, they are already right there. In Morocco, they touched down. We are waiting for our list. Uganda, they've touched down in Morocco. They're not playing. They want to get in. They want to acclimatize. They want to start their team bonding, get some understanding. And look, whether or not you like it, this is what it means to prepare. This is what it means to get into tournament mode. Yes, they are not as big as the Super Eagles, but this shows that they are serious. The Cranes of Uganda right there when they got into Morocco for the Africa Cup of Nations. And they started to show you guys. So you see countries that are not playing, And whether or not you like it, what I've said about the Cranes of Uganda, I think they've done well with their football. I think they are not even a pushover side, with football in Africa. They are the team that on a good day they can stun you. If you underrate them, if you blink, they can actually stun you, So the group's scrolling right there if you're watching on YouTube, but I'm just gonna bring it up so those of you who haven't seen it can understand the different groups that we have for the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. Just give me a minute. I'm gonna bring it up. Let me put Nwabali right there first. So you just be looking at my man. So big story that came out of South Africa. Stanley Nwabali has been tagged a major doubt for the Afcon. Big blow for Nigeria if that happens, because that's our first choice goalkeeper. Stanley Nwabali from the last Afcon till date, I think he has, given a good impression of himself. He has asserted his authority as a first choice goalkeeper. And now the coach said, look, this guy is injured. It's not looking good. Though Stanley has said, look, he's going to come, he's going to be fine, and all of that. But I'm saying, hey, don't rush him. Don't rush him. But I understand players, particularly when they have a big assignment, and this will be his second Afcon. He was so close to winning the best goalkeeper for the last one, but it didn't happen. So what's wrong with Stanley Nwabali? The coach confirmed that he's got ankle and hand injuries, and he picked them up during Nigeria's 2026 FIFA World Cup playoffs in Morocco. So that's what's up with Stanley Nwabali. I'll just bring up what the coach said. That's his coach at Chippa United, Vusimuzi Vilakazi. He said, I don't think he will make it. But when I was talking to him, he was confident that he would recover very soon. So that's the Stanley Nwabali story right there. It's this one really touched me because, we've built something with Stanley Nwabali. But let's see. Never know. The same way we were saying, after Vincent Nyama left, we were worried and all of that, then Stanley Nwabali came on board. So we'll see. Let's wish him all the best. I hope he gets ready. But it's just 11 days to the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. So let's see if Stanley Nwabali will be able to get into the conversation. Yeah, so welcome. Shout out to everyone joining. I see all of you on Facebook. I see you on TikTok. I see you on YouTube. Thanks for doing this with me. This is my YouTube channel, Proudly Austin. I do sports, entertainment, and so much more. If you want to be part of this conversation, everything I'm talking about, send me a message now in the comment section. Say, I want to come up to talk about Nigeria's Afcon preparations, expectations. Just say, I want to come and talk. I'll bring you up. Yeah, so I'm waiting. If you want to be part of it, just let me know. I'll bring you up. We're going to have a fantastic conversation as regards the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. Don't be shy, guys. Come up. Let's talk about it. So that's the group. Just in case you haven't seen it before, in Group A, there's the host Morocco, there's Mali, there's Zambia, there's Comoros. In Group B, there's Egypt, South Africa, Angola, and Zimbabwe. In Group C, the Super Eagles of Nigeria, the Carthage Eagles of Tunisia, the Cranes of Uganda, and Tanzania. In Group D, we have the Teranga Lions of Cameroon. We have DR Congo, the Leopards, DR Congo, the Cheetahs of Benin Republic, and there's Botswana. In Group E, we have Algeria, Burkina Faso, Equatorial Guinea, and Sudan. Group F, defending champions, Cote d'Ivoire, the Elephants, the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon, the Panthers of Gabon, and Mozambique. So there you have it. The groups for the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. So guys, what do you think about Nigeria and Group C? Let's have that conversation. Nigeria's Group C. What do you guys think? Will that group worry Nigeria in any way? But remember, we cannot afford to be complacent. But looking at the group, what do you think? Group C, is there a problem? Will it be a problem for Nigeria? The 2025 Africa Cup of Nations? So that conversation, Emeka, we don't play based on players bonding together and team performance. Sometimes we do, but most of the time we don't. Look at other nations, e.g. South Africa, Morocco, Spain. I agree. Yeah, I agree. So much is wrong with football. And as I said, it's tied around that system that is lacking. You have to really sit down and build that system. Otherwise, you just run, just be playing competitions, go to tournaments, come back, irrespective. And with tournaments, our people will just believe that something might just happen. Look at how Pizarro almost used bad football to win the Afcon. And if he had won the Afcon, do you think anybody would think that there was a problem? Nobody would think there was a problem. Nobody would just, in fact, people start praising him that he did so well. So, yeah. Okay, so I think I've done enough talking about the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. I've given you guys the updates. It's time to talk about the Nigeria Premier Football League. Yeah, let's sit down to wrap up tonight because I haven't been doing this for some time now. But yeah, I think it's important I get back into it. Match day 16 already concluded. So I just want to show you guys what happened. Match day 16, I'll run through it and then we'll wrap it up. Don't tell me this thing is going to start. Can't start messing me up. Yeah, I really felt for Stanley Nwabali. Well, that's the point, Kelly. He had the injury and he was still using it. That's another problem. When you have an injury, you have to treat it. I'm sure they would have just said, "Oh, manage it." Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Let's wish him well. Wabobo, like him a lot. Give me a minute. I'm just trying to get out the results from match the 16. You guys must hear Nigeria Premier Football League today, not from Super Eagles all the time. So that's another thing we have to do, so that these guys will know that we're interested in our own football too. I'm going to let you guys see the highlights between Nasarawa United and Shooting Stars. That game was played today. And then I'll let you see goals in the game. Rangers are the first. Let's do Nasarawa United and Shooting Stars. Nasarawa United won by a single goal. So I'll let you guys see the highlights. And then we'll come back. And then I'll let you see the highlight of the Rangers match. I think that one had 5 goals. Beautiful game of football. So this is the foundation, guys. The league is very important. That system that I talked about. So I'll let you see the highlights. Nasarawa United versus Shooting Stars. So that's the goal. Moyi Hassan in the 65th minute for Nasarawa United. Beautiful finish. You know, Nasarawa United, it's not been bad season for them. That's a lovely finish by Moyi Hassan for Nasarawa United. So yeah, that's it. It finished Nasarawa United 1, Shooting Stars 0. Very, very important win for Nasarawa United. I think that's their with that they continue to top the table. That's their 9th win of the season. So Nasarawa United 9 wins, 3 draws, and 4 losses, and they are on top of the league table with 30 points. Ikorodu second on the log, Rivers United third, and Rangers fourth. Rangers jumped to fourth after beating Bayelsa United by 4 goals to 1. I'll let you see the highlights too. That's the first goal. The 1-2 of the goal for Rangers. The Flying Antelopes. So guys, the same way you follow your Chelsea, your Man U, your Arsenal, are following the Nigeria Premier Football League. The window with the first goal for Rangers. It's March the 16th of the MPFL. Rangers versus Bayelsa United. See goal now. You see Bayelsa United equalizer. See that goal. Charles, can you see beautiful football? That was a lovely goal. Beautiful goal. Respect Rangers lead. That was race. That was 2-1 Rangers. So equalized by Bayelsa United. finish. Lovely goal by Agu. Lovely. Beautiful goal. Yeah, so that's it. Match day 16 of the Nigeria Premier Football League. That was Rangers versus Bayelsa United. So, guys, you see, the football isn't bad. Tower TV, unfortunately, I've not edited Bendel Insurance, Katsina United. So tomorrow, I'll put that up. It was a big win for Bendel Insurance. I think that's their first away win. This is September. Their first away win, but very important result for Bendel Insurance. I think that took them to 15th on the log. So that's just their fourth win of the season. They've really been struggling, Bendel Insurance. So let's see what this sort of away win can do. So match day 16, after match day 16, Nasarawa United, top of the table. Let me see, why can't I bring this up? Let me see if I can, if it's going to answer me now. Stuff has just been playing with me. We'll just do the Premier League and then that's it. I'll try and come back tomorrow so we have more updates from the Super Eagles if there is. Yeah, I'm just trying to bring up the result. So Tower TV tomorrow, I'm going to put up the Bendel Insurance Katsina United. Big win for your team. Bendel Insurance. I like the supporters of Bendel Insurance. They don't play with their team. Unfortunately, it's not letting me bring it up. I have a short video of the team warm-up. I'm trying to put it up and it's not letting me. Wolewa Baba. Wolewa, now that I'm thinking of going to sleep, it's 2:30 a.m. Wolewa, my G. I'll bring you up. Just give me a minute. Let me see. Wolewa, come on YouTube. You have to watch on YouTube. I'm going to put the link now. And Tower TV, if you want to come up to, let's talk briefly about the Nigeria Premier Football League. I'm also open for that. Let's promote our own. Mo Salah, unfortunately, I think his time at Liverpool is up. You know, after he made that interview that he's been thrown under the bus. He accused Arne Slot of, not wanting to play him and all of that. And the coach responded today to say, look, he has a right to his opinion, but you don't bring down the club the way he did. And unfortunately, they've dropped him. He's not traveling with the team to Italy that will play Inter Milan in the UEFA Champions League. So I think after Afcon, he should just. I think Mo Salah was done with Liverpool. I don't know why he agreed to sign that 2-year contract. Look, after winning the league with them, just go to Saudi Arabia. They've been looking for him since. Go and make money. He has tried. I've dropped the link on YouTube. Come on in. Let's catch up on the Super Eagles and the league. Yeah. So that's the update on Salah. His action and consequence. The things he said about the team wasn't, I don't think he was professional, but it was hurting. Accused the coach of throwing him under the bus, accused the coach of not wanting to play him, and making it look like his time at the club is done. So, can't blame the coach. I know he's a senior player, and you being a senior player, you should be careful about the sort of things you come out to say in the media, So I think you should have tried to have a talk with the coach, particularly that you guys played an away fixture. Get back to Liverpool, sit down and have a conversation. Unfortunate. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. People need to learn how to manage crisis. Okay, guys, I think that's about it. Olewa, you're not coming on. Thank you to everyone that joined the live stream today. I was thinking I wasn't going to have anyone, but you guys showed up as usual. Always turning up for me. Don't forget to like the video. Please like this video and then engage with it when it drops in the comment section. Let's get the conversation going. And of course, I'll come back tomorrow. There will definitely be more updates from the camp of from the Super Eagles. Get to as regards 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. Owolewa, where are you? Click on the link. I've already dropped the link for you. That was me already doing my closing. Owolewa, you don't want me to go and sleep. Yeah. Let's do the talk for about 10-15 minutes. Owolewa, click on the link. Get in. Yeah, so guys, I'm just waiting for Owolewa to come on. Let's have a chat as regards 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. Why don't we have a list of the Super Eagles? Why don't we have a list for the Super Eagles? And that's why I've called it Super Eagles Worries. It is proper worrisome. William Troost-Ekong and his sudden retirement. Benjamin Fredericks getting injured and missing out of the Afcon. Stanley Nwabali now in major doubt. Eric Chelle delaying the list for the team. What's going on? What is going on? All of this. I've wrapped it up and I've called it Super Eagles Worries. Nigerians are still hurting that this team did not qualify for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. They would want to see them, try and win the Afcon. But with everything that we're seeing now, it's looking like it's not going to happen. That's the conversation that I had today. It's 11 days to the 2020, to the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. Why won't we have a Super Eagles list? Why can't we say these are the guys that will go represent the country so that they start understanding, themselves and getting into the assignment? And that was why I had to show you guys. Look at the people in Nigeria's group, the Cranes of Uganda. They touched down in Morocco today. Stop playing. That's Rwanda. The Cranes of Uganda. Uganda already right there in Morocco. And that will do something to the team. That will do something to their mentality. They want to acclimatize. They want to get into the mission on time. And I think that's very, very important. So yeah, that was the conversation I had today. Super Eagles worries. Is it Austin that is just panicking? Do you share the same worries? Let me bring in my man, Owolewa. Owolewa, come and break it down. Owolewa, Papa. Hello, Chelle. Good to see you, bro.
Good to see you, man. What's up?
I've been here for 1 hour 30 minutes. And when I say how to go, I say I'm coming on. I said when my guy say he's coming, what am I to say I'm going? Good to see you, bro. How's it going?
Good.
About is it just me that is worried, or there's need to be worried? 11 days to go. We don't have the Super Eagles squad list. Stanley Nwabali is a major doubt. William True second retirement. Our prospects, Benjamin Frederick injured, will be missing. Are these genuine reasons to be worried?
Well, I mean, these are very, very, very important players to the Super Eagles. You talk about the goalkeeping department. Number one is Stanley Nwabali. Whatever it is that you want to think about right now is our number one. So if he's not making the squad to Morocco, it should be a kind of a source of worry to us. Talking about Trozekong, I think he's one guy for me personally, I've described as a fantastic leader.
Yeah.
So to have someone like him in Afcon would probably be a very good motivation for the boys in Afcon. He's been there, about 83 or 84 caps for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. That's no joke. He's seen it all. That's what it means to have someone like that as one of the leaders or the leader of the team to Afcon will probably mean a lot to us. But him not going, I think, is kind of a source of worry. And one of the bigger prospects at Afcon probably would have been Benjamin Frederick. And probably one of the players to watch out for at this tournament. Unfortunately, injury would not allow the guy to also be to be part of the party. So it's a whole lot of worry for me. And the question is, we've been very, very poor, from our national teams, from below the Super Eagles. We've been very poor with them. If we are not poor with them, it will have been very easy for us. Just look at a team like Three Lions. If you have issues with those that you think will make it to a major tournament, if there's any worry, they can easily go back to their under 20 and pick players because some of these guys are already even playing in the Premiership. So it's easy for them to. But for us, we're so poor in that particular regard, and there's nowhere to turn to, and that's what makes it a major worry for someone like me.
I agree. And I've been trying to let people see what I've been saying. This guy has retired. This one is injured. And this picture just explains it. Like this picture is saying, oh my God, what has happened? We're not going to have Benjamin Frederick. We're not going to have William Trustekon. Where does that leave our defense line?
Well, it's a major blow. We've seen a couple of times that you have someone in a team, like a leader who will provide necessary support, behind the scenes support to the upcoming guys. That probably would have been the role that William Trustekon will have played in Afcon. But don't forget, it's a very important role. It is a very important role. So somebody like him will have provided guide for these guys if he has made it. But you see, it's like a revelation in recent, even in our 2025, our revelation of the year is Benjamin Frederick. So it would have been better for us to have it. And like I said, we are very poor with our other national teams. So it is very difficult for us to turn anywhere now. If you ask me as a sport journalist now, I'm going to rack my brain for a very long hours or long days before I'll be able to to pinpoint anybody who will probably come in and do the same job with, Benjamin Frederick we do. Don't forget that we'll be monitoring Benjamin Frederick from the under 20. So we already know him. We already know at least we have a glimpse of what he can do from the under 20 days before he's thrown into the deep seal of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And he didn't disappoint those who gave him the opportunity.
That's
How
right.
many of those guys do we have now that we can call upon and say, hey guys, come get into the river and swim to the other side without you drawing? So it's very difficult. That is a very, very important department on the pitch that usually in those days you hardly see a very, very young central defender like that coming in and doing very well. Is a very, very important role. Is a vital organ of the defense. That's central. Within the flanks, those in the central can correct the mistakes made by those in the flank. But when you make mistake in the central, the next thing is the goalpost. So it's a very important area that, for me, I don't know. We just have to hope, pray that we can have somebody like Ola back, so he can go back to his two. We can have Similore Ajayi and maybe Kevin Bassi play in the central, because this we have to start thinking. And if we just pick up a no-tested player, it might be a big, big, big problem for us at the Afcon.
They are saying Tosin Darabioyo might just be joining the team. Did they hear that rumor too?
Well, it's good for us. Some 6 months ago or 5 months ago, I asked him at the FIFA Club World Cup in the United States, and he did said that it's a conversation that is ongoing. It is a conversation that he wants to have. That was a statement that day. That is a conversation that he wants to have. That he had a conversation recently with about something like that. And I think it's an opportunity for him to play national team football. And for me, if he wished to play any national team football, I think it's time for him to make that switch and become a Nigerian. He's romancing the country recently, so I'm not going to be surprised if we see him in Morocco.
He visited the country. He wants to be, but you see, I've always said this thing on Wolewa, that with the guys in Europe, you will not question their talent. But can they play African football? When you look at Tosin, is it built for African football?
I think we need to take ourselves out of that mindset of African football. There's nothing like African football again, Austin. We played against Congo DR. 80% or 90% of that team plays in Europe. So what African
football? Showed physicality. They showed physicality. They showed what it was to break down a
See, let me tell you something. When you say physicality sometimes in football, I have listened to Arsene Wenger before. The physicality that you are talking about, nobody is coming like an OKON on the pitch to come and prove an OKON. What you need to do is the technicality to apply your body on the field. How do you apply your body? That's the most important thing. Nobody is coming to do an OKON. Nobody is coming to fight in wrestling. It's how you apply the technicality on how you apply your body. Do you defend the ball very well? Do you shield the ball very well from denying your opponent to gain possession from you? If he tries to get possession by force, you're gonna win a foul. So it's not about, for somebody like me, I don't believe in any other African football kind of a game. Technicality is coming into the game almost every day. People are deploying different tactics to win games. In a game now, you see coaches playing different kind of tactics. How you are able to master and interpret what the coach is trying to do, will win the games for you. So we should drop the idea of African football, and if it is all about African football, maybe those countries with players, with the largest number of players playing in their own country, in their own league, will win Afcon all the time. So for me, it's all about the technicality and how you get the right thing to do.
I get you.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you also understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, of course, I do.
A bit of intelligence, and particularly when you're coming into
In those days, you see Nigeria parading about 95% of foreign players. And if you want to play against Zambia, most of these guys are playing in their local league. If you want to play against Guinea, most of these guys are playing in their local league. So it becomes a little bit difficult. You see African football.
They are spreading to.
Yeah, but most of these countries now, they have a couple of players. Gurasi has been the hottest striker in Germany for how many years? He's from an African origin. So we have a whole lot of them. Look at Hakimi. Even though there are a lot of people who argue that, oh, these are white Africans, whatever it is that you call them, they're still African. But you can see the kind of technicality in player like someone like Hakimi. So, and again, if you look at what Osimhen is bringing to the game now, you see it's a combination of technicality and power, and that one makes him compete with every other bigot. I mean, there's no striker in the world today that you want to mention now that you want to remove Osimhen's from him. There's nobody. Talk about Haaland. He's scoring the goals. Osimhen is also doing so too. Talk about any other player. As they score, Osimhen is also answering too. So for me, it's beyond just being an African now. It's about what you can do and how you can interpret what the coach wants you to do.
That's all. That's all right. Let me bring Oga Henry. Oga Henry, get into the stage.
Thank you.
To see you. Good to see you. I asked the whole level. Let me ask you to everything I've been talking about. Am I justified to say, are those valid worries for the Super Eagles, or I'm just panicking?
There's no worry. Yes, they will be missed, but there's no worry. And the truth is, there's one Yoruba adage that says, "Teniko babaje, they down," something like that. So I am not saying they're all not finished. No, don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying is more opportunities for another younger player to come and showcase what they have and what they can give. Do you understand? So we pray that okay, they are able to use the opportunity. So that's just it.
Wait, let me ask you if I go to are you saying you are not worried that this guy might be missing at the Afcon?
For me, I've said it the other time. I'm worried. I'm worried because number one, we have to start thinking about when he was taking over for Uzor, we're all scared that can he do it. So now, if we have to get anybody in to come and replace him now, we got to be scared too for maybe the first game, the second game, depending on. See, Austin, at the last Afcon, the first game, the second game, the space between, I was looking at them. I was behind Nigerian posts. I know the kind of highs, the kind of way Truth Ekong was looking at this guy in the first game. He wasn't looking at him like somebody who was part of them, like somebody or guy no come make any mistake, kind of stupid mistake for you. You know all those kind. But gradually, he grew in the game, and then I see him as part of part of the squad. Then I see him as somebody that they can trust. Now, if anybody comes in now, we have to start building that trust in that. We have to
but for Okoye, you don't need to build. Okoye knows the guys.
You see, a player being part of a team and not given an opportunity to play regularly is different from somebody that plays regularly. Today, even if you are the club side, if number one is injured and you ask the number two to come, you still see some glimpse of match rustiness, relationship with defenders and everything. Because don't forget that who you play with, if you have ever played football, who you play with sometimes very, very important.
I agree with you to a point.
Yeah.
Okoye is not rusty.
No, I'm not saying it's
Ok-
rusty.
eh,
I'm
Okoye
saying,
plays in a bigger league than Nwabali.
mhm.
But has he
So
been active? He hasn't been as active as Nwabali. Don't forget
yeah,
he just
agreed.
suspension.
Agreed, agreed. But what I'm saying is, with the training and as the competition goes on, everything will rhyme. You
See,
know?
Henry, let me tell
Yeah.
you something. 2 years ago, one of our
Okay.
best players, one of Nigerian best players in Europe is Victor Boniface. But whenever he
Yes.
comes to the national team, he never gets it right. So you have to put that at the back of your mind when you're thinking about Okoye. Okoye has never been fantastic with national team. We've had a couple of
You're
times
right.
where he comes in and is shaky, kind of. I'm not
You're right.
saying
You're
I
right.
wish when he comes this time around, he's going to get better. He's going to, put himself together and give us that trust that we want in a good goalkeeper. I love the guy, no doubt. I love him. Looking at him as a human being, I love him. I want him to do well. I want more. I want freshness in that department. I want competition in that department. No doubt, I want it. Anybody given any opportunity, anybody given the angle of that day to keep should see it as, oh my God, great opportunity. Not just that, oh, somebody is just going to sleep anytime, any day that, yeah, it's going to be me. This is national team. It's not, it's not club side. You have to work for the opportunity that you have.
You're right. You're right. But
Yeah,
then, everything still boils down to time and opportunity.
yeah,
If you so
yeah,
with time, he will be good or
yeah,
better.
yeah.
Let me use that
Agree,
word.
agree.
So he will just try as much as possible to integrate himself back into the national team.
That's it.
So once he can do that, I mean, I don't see anything wrong. The competition
That's,
goes
that's
for
my friend.
for,
You like me.
for
That's my
Benedict, with or without him, the Super Eagles will play and win matches. Yes, he will be missed. He's a great guy. I love him. But the other guys who are ready to die too, who want to wear that shirt, if not for the bad leadership of the NFF, I mean, there's no point. Our players come here, they get injured. It's their team, their club side that will start to treat them. It doesn't speak well, and yet you owe them again. Eh?
Most often, right? Most often,
Hmm.
the club side wants to treat their players, even if it is Real Madrid, even if it is France, even if it is England, the players most often, when some of these guys, if you follow some of these teams very well, when
Yes,
they
they want to
feel,
choose their
when they,
players. Yes, I
yeah,
agree.
they
Mhm.
feel like, oh, we have the best of everything. Please let us in, because he spends more time with the club, so they
But
want
but but sorry, do you know why they do that? Because of the insurance. They insure their lives. They insure everything concerning them. Yeah, how many of our players are insured in Nigeria when they come to play for Super Eagles? So you see, so many
Austin.
things are wrong. Eh?
Austin, I don't know. I don't know why.
So
I
many
don't
things
know
are
why I
wrong.
feel like I don't know why I feel like that. I just feel like we might not go beyond the group stage in this tournament. I don't know.
Allah Maje.
I don't know.
God, God forbid. Why?
I
we
don't know.
would, we would. I beg, we would. Let's
Uh,
speak positive.
just for my sake that I'm buying ticket and paying accommodation in let at least to
Yeah.
let me just semi-finals and other contents on my YouTube channel. But I told you, no, I'm serious. Whatever has a point, because we are forgetting that just last year we couldn't beat Lesotho. We are forgetting that just last year we couldn't beat Zimbabwe home and away. We have not particularly been fantastic.
Yeah.
We only just
But
had wins.
but Austin, sorry. Okay, last year we couldn't beat Lesotho. We are able to identify the laxity, the problem now, and it was because of the NFF. The NFF did take all these things serious. I'm not saying they are not becoming serious. No, So this our going to this Nations Cup will depend on the players and the coach. If they want to play to win, they will play to win. If they want to just go,
that's when pressure will now come.
Exactly.
If they go with that mindset, and that's when they will make mistakes.
This is the thing. There was a protest during the playoff. Has the reason for that protest been resolved?
No.
That's number one.
No.
I want you to hold that. Number two, I also strongly feel like the retirement of Truss Ekong is not a normal retirement.
Yes.
So many things would have happened behind the scene. Will those things not affect the performance of the team when they get to Morocco? Now, let's assume again, can these guys who protested to get their money, can they trust the same set of guys, the same set of leadership of the NFL when they go to this tournament?
Under a new leadership.
Yeah.
Under a new, okay.
Would they go with all of their mind, thinking about the disappointment of not going to the World Cup? I just want you to look at some of these factors and see what kind of effects they can have. Don't forget again, everybody are also trying to make sure that they finish the season on a high because of the summer, so that people can look at you. We don't have the World Cup. We don't have the World Cup that can get you an opportunity for people to see you. So it is how you finish the season that will determine your next season.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So whatever. I remember when you and I were talking on the phone before we played Gabon. Remember that we both shared the same fear. We said that this team, they don't know how to handle pressure.
Yeah. They don't
know how to handle pressure. And you can see that it happened. It showed a lot. About this one, they speak, where we will reach for the playoff.
But
big us in South Africa.
Sorry, if you say the boys cannot handle pressure, whose fault is it? Then it means the coach is not doing something right.
See, but it's still where you are coming from matters. Although I just identified some problems, which is the first step.
Okay.
Identify problems, do they solve them? They don't solve those problems. So you now go and tell players, these elite guys, tell them go and play, they will play. Invite them to come, they will come. But they won't kill themselves for you.
That's true. That's true.
What they can do. And that is what they showed to these NFL people. The money that made them to protest is chewing gum money to these guys, my brother.
That's
they
true.
Just to prove a point. If you like, come out and say it wasn't the right time, there wouldn't have been any right time.
There's not any right time.
Exactly. I remember you said it to whatever at that time.
There's no any right time.
There's no any right time because they know these NFF people.
Is their due. Is their due. Once something is due, you pay.
That is very true. That's very true. That's very true.
It's not due. When it is due, you pay. If you don't pay, I can ask for my money at any time. There's no time.
Of course. Of course.
Once I feel the pressure to ask, I ask. That's the point.
Of course. Well, let's hope and pray that. No, wait now. You know what? Even we hear what I want talk. What I want talk, we say. Wait I want talk, we say. Make all our boys even they fit, because I think that's what's delaying the coach from releasing the list. He wants to know who is fully fit, because there's no time to train. They just have only 2 days. No time to
We know our players who are playing. The 3 guys are full and they play. When you have they play. You have what's the Wilfred Ndidi, they play. We have Stanley Nwabali is in doubt. We have Okoye. We have Uzo. You definitely have players. Defenders, Awaziem is playing well. So the only people that we know that are injured. We just need to have a team and come out. But basically, what I want to say is how terrible we are with problem solving. this thing that happened with the protest, would have loved to see a press conference, world press conference. NFF president, media officer of Super Eagles, captain of the team, talk to the media, explain why that crisis happened and how it has been resolved.
It's the mentality now. So I have to run now.
Sad.
It's crazy, and I think what is happening in NFF is what is happening across the country. People don't get to. Nobody is holding anybody responsible for what they do. If we have situation that people hold, see the only way to solve our problem in Nigeria, be it football, be it any other thing, is holding people accountable. If somebody knows that my job is at stake, if I'm not doing this thing right, we will make sure that he will not sit in the office and just expect to just eat money.
Exactly. Baba, you don't get to finish exactly because they know that nobody can touch their job. That is why they are messing up. Exactly.
The president knows that he's not doing well. People will not vote him again. Nobody will teach him all these things you are talking about. He will go to the office and treat that office like you are doing marketing, like you are an influencer.
Yes.
He will carry on with that office, but because he's very comfortable like any other person in Nigeria, so it just feels like, okay, we can do all of this and stuff like that. See, my brother, if you see the way, it's like when you put somebody in a mansion where you have everything in life, whatever it is that you want to eat, whatever things that you need in life is in that mansion, right? And you go and put him in one empty room, locked up. That's that's the difference between when they are in their club side and when they are in their national and in the national team. I've been opportune to be where these guys, not even a very big club, how they treat them and what we do matters. The difference is huge. Is what do you call it? It's patriotism that make some of these guys to come around and don the green, white, green. If you remove patriotism, how many of these guys will be willing to come? How many?
It's tough, and that's why in a way I share your fears that, like for instance, if they go now, they don't qualify from the group. Let's be sincere. How many people will feel bad? Like how many people are expecting this team to go and win the Afcon? Anybody that is saying they are expecting Super Eagles to win the Afcon is not being realistic, because we know so well that they do not have what it takes to win the Afcon. It's not going to happen. They don't have the mindset, they don't have the technical expertise, they do not have the kind of support that you see teams from other African countries. See Senegal, see Morocco, see Algeria, see Egypt, see teams that I just showed you, Uganda, already right there in Morocco. We are waiting for our list.
No, for the listing, worry less about the listing. I know that when I say worry less is because of some of the privileged information that I've been opportune to have in the past. I can tell you that most times, some of these guys who will be on the final list will have known by now. They probably will have sent their final invitation to their club sites. Some of the things that you are seeing outside is just for the paparazzi and what everybody wants to see. But for those who will play in the tournament, my dear brother, it will have all been done by now. I know that.
I agree. We all know these things. But Olewa, you just talked about when you were at the back of the Super Eagles goalpost and the way Williams Trustekton was behaving the first time Nwabali played. Yeah. It's important for players to know who is going to war with them. You see, like Club Brugge, they have announced that Rafael Onyedika will go to the Afcon. We already know that they have contacted this club to say
Mhm.
we'll be going. We know that they know the team, but it does something when it's in the public space. When the players, Olewa, me and you, we are 5 and 6. I know that Olewa is by my side. Don't be say on that day I go dey hear say na Tosin they don't bring to compare me. I'll now start wondering where's Olewa's place in the team. So we need this sort of information, and that's the problem I have with the NFF.
Yeah,
What
I
is all
agree.
this? What and talk?
I agree. I agree. It's very important. I agree. I mean, it does a lot of things to their psyche, knowing
Yeah.
that yeah, I'm going to see. It's like me going to a tournament now where somebody like you will be. I think I will be more comfortable that you're coming around, that we're going to see for so many reasons. We can share rooms together. We can share ideas. I know you know the job. I can collect visuals from you if I miss anything. All of these things are very, very important. There are a
Imagine
lot of
say you
people.
no want to say I'll come there, come meet you. 3 days to competition. They ask me, Austin, how far you come here? I can say I come, I they plan, you
It
will
has
know
a
you.
lot of things that will affect my psyche because by the time we
Yeah.
have agreed that oh we're going to share room, I don't calculate say na $100 be my room because you are coming and the room we are sleeping is $200. So if you are not sure, I start thinking is oh boy where I go get to $200 where I go take sleep oh. I agree it affects psyche and everything. But see, this is where we are. We can I'm in Nigeria, I'm in Nigeria. There's nothing that anybody can do about that. And we'll have to, carry it is our cross that we have to just carry it like that. I hope that we'll do well when we get to the tournament. We'll just have to, I don't know. I can't even say if Osime is playing already now because we need that guy and we shouldn't make any mistake of going to Nations Cup without somebody close to Osime in terms of quality. And for me, we have to ask ourselves, who do we have?
Exactly. Exactly. That's why look, I've said it that I'm very neutral with this AFCON. I'm just going there because I have to go there, go and look for content, feed my subscribers. But that I'm going to any competition now, I'm beating my chest that Nigeria can win. Nah, I'm not going to do that. Will I support the team? Yes. But I'm killing all forms of expectations. That's the only way to live long, particularly if you have high blood pressure issue.
You don't
It's
get that
really
yet.
that's what I'm saying now for people who get. But me, if I get to, I don't get to, I could just dey plain. It happened. But it was not you who was telling me that you've not given up. Not be match the 7 I tell you say I don't lock up for World Cup.
Yeah.
You match the 7, I've moved
But
on.
that thing really, really pains me. That thing really, really pains me.
I said the team no
The
touch
thing
me.
pains me.
I did the watch along against DR Congo, and I was there. I
Ah,
was talking to people from DR Congo and the rest, and so I'm
that
not
thing
bothered.
pain me. That thing pain me. That thing pain me.
Oh
It
boy,
pain me.
it's after that we couldn't beat Zimbabwe in Uyo. I said now we are going nowhere. That 1-1 and the time we considered that goal, Olewa, I said there's no point. Let's be sincere to ourselves. I don't know
And
anymore.
if we had won that game, we'd have gotten 1 point ahead of South Africa.
And what now?
18-19.
And what will now happen with them after they dock them the 3 points without giving us
That's what I'm
momentum?
saying. The final standing should have been 19-18.
Man. Shout out to the guys on TikTok. I see you guys. Odo Young, thank you. Thank you for the love. Thanks for the likes. I see you guys, my TikTok people. We're talking about the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. Now 11 days to go. And I'm asking loads of questions. Where's the Super Eagles complete list? Stanley Nwabali is in doubt, a major doubt on the competition. All of these things, are they worries? Are they valid worries for the team? I've said I don't think that the Super Eagles can go on to win it, so I'm not bothering myself with that. But with everything that is happening, what do you think, guys? Are you still confident that Nigeria can go to the Afcon? And Henry was saying we hope and pray. That one, I don't want to be saying it again, this hope and pray thing. It is what you sow, you reap, you know. Stanley Nwabali is injured and likely to miss out. Benjamin Fredericks is recovering from injury, will miss out. William Trustekong, sudden retirement, is still an underground issue that we do not know where we're going with that. So I'm saying with all of these things, worry still, you know, but Olewa is saying, look, these things happen, that the team, they can put themselves together. Tower TV or no actually scoring, we can try him. Olewa, I've said I don't know how to criticize players we bring to the team, but does not actually have a place in this team. Is he even in the 54-man list? Paul
I'm not
Onuachu.
sure.
Let me bring it up. Thank you.
Paul Onuachu, I doubt it. I doubt it.
First, I wonder what be sincere. That 54-man, is it not a stupid joke?
Which one?
54-man list.
Well, I don't know.
The forwards for the 54-man list: Ademola Lookman, Victor Osimhen, Tolu Arokodare, Samuel Chukwueze, Moses Simon, Adams Akpo, Chidera Ejuke, Olakunle Olusegun, Sadiq Umar, Kelechi Iheanacho, Taiwo Awoniyi, Owolewa's man, Victor Boniface, Paul Onuachu. Yeah, Paul Onuachu is in the list.
There.
Yeah.
Muffin, Chelle, Siridesas, Abrashid Shehu, Rafiu Duru.
I've seen lists now. We just call players as if they call people for principal's cup screening. I don't know what we are doing to our football. I say I bless God that I witnessed football in Nigeria in the 90s and early 2000s. Where do you see this sort of lists? And we are here talking like we didn't witness our football when it was shining. How are we calling 54 persons to come and do what? For what?
For me, I think some names are there that are just jokes.
Wow. Because for what exactly that they've been called up to?
We have very, very limited time that will not allow anyone to see all these guys. We have very, very limited time. If it were to be when the time we have at least 1 month together before the tournament, then within 2 weeks you can actually see some of these new guys and see who can be used to subtract or add to the previous squad. But the timing now is crazy, is short, and there's no time to see all of these guys. I doubt it.
Let me ask you a sincere question before we go.
Yeah.
It's coming up now. I don't want to use my mouth talk. You read down for your screen. That's what it's doing. Can the Super Eagles win the 2025 Afcon?
Oh, that's a very difficult question to answer. I doubt it, but it's not impossible.
Baba, I know this is tournament football, is different from the marathon qualifiers.
Yeah.
And you see, Pizarro, even with his negative football, was this close to winning Afcon. So I agree, but let me bring the groups again and read it. Because we don't, the problem with us is we don't know how Africa football has grown. Group A, the host, Morocco, Mali, Zambia, Comoros. Comoros is my underdog team of the Afcon. From 2021, when I witnessed them, remember, we had Afcon, were you there with me in Cameroon? I witnessed them and what they did to Ghana. I have said I will adopt Comoros for life. That's our adopt team. Group B, Egypt, South Africa. Let's be sincere. Leave anything you want to say. South Africa football at the moment is better than ours.
Mm-hmm.
Particularly what they have done with their league. Look at their lists. 18 is from their league. 18 players is from their league. So it tells you that if it's camaraderie, it's team bonding, if it's philosophy, system, they have it. Group B, Angola, and then there's Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is, okay, I say Zimbabwe is my third underdog, but Botswana is my second underdog. Group C. See this our group self. It is very dicey. This is our group. Very, very dicey. Baba, I was going to Cameroon. We remember Super Eagles were in Garoua. Garoua is the north of Cameroon. So I traveled from London. I was to go to Lagos, then jump on a flight to Yola and charter a car from Yola to Garoua. I reached Lagos and missed my flight to Yola. I said, let me watch Nigeria, Tunisia in Lagos. And then next day, because I was so sure we'll beat them. Remember, we had a flawless group run now.
300%.
Baba. So I say nothing, make I watch out for Lagos. In Tunisia come beat us.
1-0.
Tunisia beat us. Tunisia had 8 players that were out due to COVID. First team players. And they still
8 or 7.
Obviously, yeah, about 7 or 8. They still beat us. So that broke my heart so bad when I still had to go to Cameroon to cover that Afcon. We are going to play Tunisia again. And let's be sincere, from that time till now, Tunisia's football has been like this in terms of development. But by right, you can't even compare your league with their league. You can't even try that. The gods will slap us. You cannot. So see Tunisia there. See cranes of Uganda. You know Uganda and Tanzania, they have this East Africa thing going on because they are going to host the next Afcon. So they've been building. You know, they came together to host China, Tanzania, Uganda, and Kenya. And they are going to host the next Afcon. So there's some level of regional development going on with East Africa football. So we have to be really, really careful with the way we look at those teams and think that they are small. Look at Group D. Now, Olewa, look at all the teams in Pot 1 in these different groups. Let's be sincere. Olewa, I'll just ask you simple questions from Pot 1. If we play Nigeria versus Morocco tomorrow, who will win?
It's going to be very difficult.
Olewa, don't answer me like a Nigerian, I beg. With your current state of football is current form. I agree anything can happen. But just no. I know where I'm going. Don't. You can't be diplomatic with me. I'm now.
No. It's not about. Listen. It's not about being diplomatic. It's about being realistic. The worst team.
Okay.
Go into the last 8 of the tournament. Won the last Afcon. Okay. They qualify with best loser, and at the end of the OD, they won. So that's what you can get in tournament football. Right? So
okay, let me go another route. Maybe who will win is too direct because it is a wise. I'll catch you. Look at all the team for this Pot 1. Tell me the only team when they go World Cup for that Pot 1.
Yeah, it happens.
Okay, I agree.
No, it happens.
No, it's okay. I agree. You've answered that one. That is only, but be sincere to yourself. Look at the team.
No, it's difficult. It's difficult, and what makes it difficult is the fact that, like I said, Cote d'Ivoire sneaking to win that tournament. Senegal is one of the favorite to win last time, but they didn't even get to the semi-final. They were one of the favorite to win, but they didn't even get to the semi-final, right? Everybody thought Egypt was going to do better also at the tournament. They didn't do well too. Egypt didn't do well too. at that tournament.
Egypt is big on development. Egypt had reached the final.
No, the development.
Egypt reached the final in 2021, lost to Cameroon.
Listen, the development that we are witnessing in Morocco, the development that we are witnessing in Morocco is just, it didn't start 2 years ago. It started long time ago, right? But the tournament we are talking about is just about going to 2 years now. We had it last January 2024. And we're having another one now. So what we're trying to say is that, yes, we have development. It can get better, right? But now, at the moment, in African football, it's so funny that anything can do you. See, when you say man to man, are you getting this now? I will give it to Nigeria. We don't have too many players from some of these teams that are way better than us, right? So, but you see, football sometimes.
Yeah, I get you. You want to dribble me? It's okay, dribble me, but I'm not gonna let you nutmeg me. Okay, look at all those teams in Pot 1. Which of those teams can Nigeria beat? Tell me one.
That is what I've told you.
No, I want you to just say with confidence we can beat Cote d'Ivoire, confident we can beat Algeria.
Senegal has been fantastic lately. And even if you look at them, one of the teams that I will pick that might be a very major trouble for us will be Senegal, not even Morocco, because their preparation is fantastic. They play Brazil, they play England. You will learn a lot from all those kind of games. And playing those grade A games tells how serious they are. That's just the simple truth. It's a straight answer to doing well. If you play grade A friendlies, it shows how good and how better your FA is. So for me, I give it to them, and they're a team to watch out for going into this tournament. So if I see them in the final, Senegal. If I see Senegal in the final, I'm not going to be surprised at all. And if you ask me a team that I expect to be in the final, I think Senegal will be it.
Nigeria is not ready to win any major trophy, relying on midfielders like Iwobi, Didi, or Onyeka. It will be the same story of Nigeria meet a decent African team like Morocco, Senegal, DR Congo, all
over. See, let me tell you something. Today, if you take the best 3 leagues in the world, there's no how you want to remove the EPL. Some of these guys that he mentioned, he will be played in the EPL. Oyedika that he's talking about is rubbing shoulders with some of the best in the Champions League, whether you like it or not. These things are not, they're not be joke. So I don't like when you just come up and just say all sorts of things because you are in Nigeria. You bring them down.
Or let them show workings when they wear our jersey. We don't see the workings when it will be wear super.
Let me tell you something. I have seen a lot of people argue some of these things, right? You have to be a technical person. You have to come, if you are not a technical person, you have to be a little bit involved in this business, looking at it from the technical aspect of it before you can understand the problem of Iwobi when he plays in his club side and when he plays here in Nigeria. One, the problem they have in FUAM might not be the same thing that they have in Nigeria. If he comes to Nigeria, the position he's playing in FUAM, a lot of people have argued that let us play Iwobi within the flanks. But majorly when it comes to Nigeria, he play from the midfield. If he goes to the club, if you watch him very well, he play more to the flank and drift in to the midfield. But we don't give him the opportunity.
He uses his sense at Fulham to do the transitional play. What is stopping him from doing the same thing now that they've put you here?
No. The coach has a Lookman on the flank in one side, has what's this other guy called? Moses Simon, on the other side. So that is what I am saying, that who is available in the national team determines where a player can play. No matter how hot you might be in your club now,
I remember
as a striker, you will not start ahead of Osimhen in national team.
I agree. I remember we've talked about this Iwobi thing, and some people just say, "Oh, maybe I don't like him," But he holds a creative function in the Super Eagles. So whether or not they tell you, for instance, some people will tell me that Pizarro told him to play deep. Pizarro saying when you play deep means say Frank Onyeka will make more passes than you. So now you be defensive midfielder. Yes, we are locking it up in the midfield, but when you get the ball, driving, you see small Benjamin Frederick driving in to go and pass to Osimhen to score. You know, see him against Gabon. The guy carried ball, moved. He moved. He did not just take the ball, boom, give it to Ademola Lookman. Take the ball, boom, pass to Victor, to Moses Simon. That's what Iwobi does in the team. And that was what he wanted to do against the DR Congo. They dispossessed him. Boom, they went to score. Hold the ball and give us foresight, give us vision. He does it in Fulham so well. He will go to the flank, take the ball, and he will watch. You will think he wants to pass, but he will transition to the middle. Now he has broken any form of defense line you are trying to create, because he is the man that you are thinking was going to do with the ball. But with Super Eagles, that's why I was saying that's why I asked you that question about Tosin. Maybe in the fear say they go break his leg. Maybe in the fear say our pitch get contour. If he won't run, he will go bend and break ankle.
You see Tosin matter. You see Tosin matter, right? Let me tell you something. I think it's more of what I want to say. I have not had it anywhere. That's the problem. No, I've never had it. But my psyche, my instinct is telling me that some of these guys, as me and you did, apart from what we're doing now, we talk behind the scene. I call you, we say all sort of things to ourselves, things that we cannot say on air like this. Some of these guys too, they meet at different nightclubs in the UK. They have places where they relax, they talk. They have WhatsApp groups, they have all of this, they talk. So, but I feel like some of these innate guys, if they tell him their experience, it will never be motivated to come and play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. That's the truth. He will never be motivated. Sometimes it's even better for you to reserve your energy at home than to go to somewhere and start, dissipating it on what's not productive. Right? But if one reason or the other he convinced himself to come and play, so be it. Right? But I feel like it's more like that than maybe they go break leg, or they don't go break leg. No, the technical crew needs to stand for more playing midfielders. We don't have a single one in the present Super Eagles. This still won't be lucky like the last Afcon riding on luck. We didn't ride on luck in the last Afcon.
If I give your passport, you did not ride on what?
No, we didn't ride on luck, please.
How did you beat Angola? How did you beat South Africa?
We didn't ride on luck, please. We didn't ride on luck. We didn't ride on luck. We played very well. We played.
How did you beat South Africa?
We played. I was in Afcon and I attended. I saw every of Nigerian game. We beat them via penalties. Penalties can go either way. We scored, they equalized. See, South Africa came with everything that they needed to win. We chopped everything that they brought. So
so there was no luck in the entire
thing. No, it's not about luck. It's not about luck. We played to deserve to be in that final. We played to deserve to be in that final. It wasn't luck. We played our ass out.
Whatever, look at
They
other
all
nations.
release their list so early
Morocco,
for
USA.
public to
They all
have.
release their list so early for the media public
Yeah, I've
to
said it before. I've said it before that we probably need to do that by now. We should have had our list out there. So I don't know the reason why the list is not. I'm not in support of that too. I mean, we should have had our list out there, and that's why I feel like the 15-man list is too much. The time is not there for us to experiment anybody. All we needed to do was to look at areas, the injured players, try to fix people into that place. We are going to be doing that with a risk because the time to look for to shop for a new guy to replace some of these guys is not there at all. So we're going to take risk going into the tournament. That's just a simple truth.
They say, what are we going to do about your NFF?
What are we going to do about the NFL? What do you want to do? This person that is asking the question.
Is Henry that was with you, that was talking with you?
Okay, Henry, what you need to do is this. Make sure you go to your home state, go and look for your FA chairman, tell your FA chairman not to vote the man again. Let us all start.
First thing first, hold your FA chairman responsible. Okay, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing in my state? What
level of do? That's where to start from now. Look, everybody, look, all of us, not just they come on social media like this, shout. All of us now, one state or the other will come from.
Exactly.
So start the fights from our state.
I say they save money to buy training bibs, boots, shinga for Aqua United. Then I carry and go meet them. I will come tell the FA chairman how much I buy and how much I spend. So in case tomorrow I ask you why is my state football not doing well, you will know say like I don't invest. Now make I get power to ask you questions. So I'm not ready for all of them. Say, Austin, you have forgotten your statement that in football impossible is nothing. Yeah, I used to say that but now football is shaped, particularly in Africa, that is deliberate planning, that is systematic. Cape Verde is going to the World Cup. It's not by impossible, it's nothing. Cape Verde, they have a developmental 20-year plan.
Don't allow anybody to hear Haiti is going.
Imagine. Curacao.
It's crazy.
Tower TV. You just, I don't know, say Nigeria will win. Vibes are in shattered. We'll see. I don't think any opponent is scared of Nigeria. We're playing Zimbabwe in a World Cup qualifier that Zimbabwe does not have hope. Shirewa is going to score us in 90 minutes in Uyo. Lesotho, that mistake Semi Ajayi and Stanley Nwabali did, and Lesotho did not score, is the gods of Akwa Ibom that just kicked that ball out too. And then just help us. If not, if that Lesotho goal had entered, now for them World Cup don't end for us now. So people are, and that was 10 minutes too. People are playing Nigeria now, 90th minute, they are still attacking us. Think it's joke. Gabon carried us into extra time in a crucial playoff.
It's crazy, right?
Austin did not write off the Super Eagles. I'm not writing them off. I'm just saying that I'm not big with expectations now for the team. I'm not big on that, you know. Charles, Austin, can we please promote the NFF petition? So, Charles, with my role as a journalist, proper journalist, I cannot do that. And I cannot explain to you, I cannot do it. You know, there's a petition going on Wolewa from this Mobike guy for the NFF. So he's saying I should promote it. I can call them out. It's part of my function of being a watchdog to the society. But I cannot, you know.
See, that guy, waiting know about football. Now like this he be.
That's it. But if you
now
say
waiting know about football. Now like this he be.
Mm-hmm.
People will school him, they will sit him down and tell him what football. Not even football in Nigeria. Football worldwide.
This
All
is
those things.
social media. So social media has given him
Yeah,
that.
paparazzi and all those
So
things are
yeah,
just.
you know, you can't only just tell
me,
him well done,
for
wish
me,
him well.
no, for me, right? What the guy is doing, the guy is just making his money, putting up content out, and a lot of people are watching it. Oh, wait till this guy don't talk today. That's what that guy has turned that into.
Mm.
That's just the truth. I've
So what Charles Mobike can go away, can get away with error of fact. I cannot. Some of the things he's saying, we that we are grounded in the industry, we cannot say it. We cannot say it, particularly if they find out that what you're saying is not even true. You know? So
I've said it on several occasions that it's very easy for anybody to just come on and say all sorts of things, but it's not easy for me. I built a reputation on this job that will not just make me to just come out and just say all sorts of things about somebody. For me, so many times people think that, oh, you're always getting behind these people all the time, supporting them because you are getting something from them. But no, it's not like that. You that you are saying what you are saying, if anybody is coming to say things that are not confirmed about you, I will say the same thing I'm saying about those people about you. That's me. That's what my job has taught me. Until there's a proof, right? You cannot say if you write or report anything that somebody has laid an allegation against somebody, then you should be ready to go to jail if you have no proof.
yeah. So you see, but even the NFF could know that Mobike doesn't have the audience. So they're not even saying. So imagine if it's someone like me saying all those things he's saying every day, you know, they know the angle that they will. It's nice. He said, now just this tiny portion, he knows. But it's trying. It's trying. It's trying.
I don't follow the guy. I know some of my friends who promote and post his this. Not from them, I they watch. Now from Smith Lion, they always watch the guy he posts. I don't follow him because all those things he's saying.
No. He's saying what he knows now, and it's not bad, but we're just saying that that's the age of social media. He doesn't have the kind of training that we have. He doesn't abide to the
All those
rules.
things that he said in his last video, people said he should bring petition this way. They are just encouraging him to waste his time. I tell you, that's the word. If I see him face to face like this, I will tell him to his face. See, on this matter, I've spoken to somebody. And the person told me what the NFF told him that they said in a FIFA Congress. You know, make me and you day, because say this one, that one, and when all of us they talk. So you can say, maybe they do it that they do. Are you getting it now? When will they do meeting now? Waiting this person talk with this. And the other day, I think on was he Ombueri's life or Smith Light's life, and I said it. I said the people who will help you, who will confirm for you that Gusau is a thief, will not confirm it for you. So then the question is, how do you catch him as a thief? The only person now, Austin give me all the whole thing where you won't check me upon. Now Austin give me, but Austin is not ready to tell you, say now 12 he give me, I think now 15 he give me. So how do you now confirm that I've chopped waiting?
We'll start from home. I think that's the first thing. He's jumping on the international chains, looking for FIFA attention. The first step is to start from home. That's why I'm holding the presidency and NSC accountable. Let them start by questioning them. House of Rep said they were going to have investigative committee. What is stopping it? Why they not?
You know that my preliminary investigation about this matter shows that the guy was not giving money. My preliminary investigation shows that the NFF is not giving money. How about that?
But the NSC said they gave them money, and the NSC proved it. So you see, that doesn't concern us. Our own is
which money?
They give them money to execute the World Cup qualifiers.
Yes, if they give them money, some of this money that we're talking about that they owe. Are you getting this now? Sometimes we need to pause and ask ourselves truly that if I ask you to hold an office and I've given you money to do some certain things, and people are now coming out today to say that they have not been given that money and I still keep you in that office. Can we look at it from another
But because they're respecting the FIFA status now, they are respecting.
If they are this is Nigeria, my dear brother. You probably would have seen memo flying around confirming the payment of this money to the NFF. Come on, guy.
But they say they can't show you all of that now. Anyway, Olewa, they're saying you are supporting NFF.
Okay.
Yeah. Shall say you're supporting NFF.
Okay. If you see where I argue with them behind the scene, maybe you thumbs me up. If you see where I argue with them behind the scene. Yeah. But the truth must be told. That's just the truth. That's just it.
The NFL is a political appointment and can only be replaced by a new government. There's zero interest on their part to improve or develop our football. What else do you see?
You think, Austin, you think that if the federal government wants Gusau out, he will not be out at any point in time? You think so?
But they will do it through the NFF Congress now. They won't just do it through. We'll treat you the way we treated Galadima.
Listen, Austin, whichever way they want to treat it, if they want him out, he will be out. Within 24 hours, he will be out. If they want him out, he will be out. We're talking about the country. If the country wants him out, he will be out honorably, that everybody will embrace. In fact, they will commend him. What are we talking about? We'll talk something nice, John.
This is for our future. Everybody, including you, all benefit. We all need to play our part. That's what we're doing. We're doing.
No, Charles or Mama. Let me tell you something. You can never be as pained as I am about the system. I want you to know that. The reason being that this is what I've done almost in the last 20 years now. A journalist, and at the same time getting involved in football to some certain extent as an administrator. Now, if the system is so fantastic, I would have been a better person. I would have been a richer person. Maybe Austin will not be abroad. Maybe we'll still be back home in Nigeria because
FA chairman Akwa Ibom State.
No, apart from being an FA chairman at Akwa Ibom State, the business aspect of it will have been enough for you. Because if you walk around the EPL and those who are partners and co about, in England, you will see the business aspect of it that is enough for everybody to eat. The football money is huge. So for me, I wish that the system is better. Some of the things that we are saying today, or some of the things that we are doing today, is to get the system better. If you think I support the NFF and co, am I happy about what is happening? The answer is no. Yeah. Do I want improvement? The answer is yes. Do I want new changes? The answer is yes.
Absolutely.
So these are the things that I'm saying in the public. But in as much as I can't bring the change, the only way I can bring the change is all of these things I'm doing. And I've given out an expo today. If you want change, we're all from one state or the other in Nigeria.
Yes,
each state has an FA chairman, and these are the guys that vote. So let us, from our state, start writing to our state FA chairman. One, ask them, two, what are they doing? Because it's not about Gusau alone. What are they doing? Are they making sense in your state too? So if they are making sense, then you let them know that you don't want Gusau again. You want somebody else. And that's where that's how every one of us can make it.
I'm gonna take this message. Austin, let anyone say you writing the Super Eagles off. These players are let down. Enough of excuses. Let's put NFF aside because we already know they can't sign the glass house. Thank you, Austin, once again. Thank you too. Thank you to Bayo. Guys, please don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and like this video. You guys are liking this video. Shout out to everyone on TikTok. The guys on TikTok have been active and they're keeping the page busy. Thank you. YouTube guys, I want 10 persons to like this video. Just like this video. Let's see what the algorithm can do to it. Let's push it. Like the video. Well, let's wrap up with this. Have you been following the league? What's going on with the league this season? Do you see improvements?
Well, at least we have as at the last week we have Ikorodu City,
Yeah.
and at the summit of the league, and I'm surprised with what Nasarawa United is doing.
Fantastic.
Being consistent around.
They beat Shooting Stars today. They are back on top now.
Yeah. So they beat Shooting Stars today.
Yeah, so they are now on top. Bendel Insurance beats Katsina United.
Yeah, beat Katsina 1-0 in Ilorin. So now it shows that if you allow the system to work properly, those who are private ownership can give us what we actually want, what we actually deserve, right? And I'm happy that Remo Stars they are gradually coming up. They started very badly, and but gradually they're showing up now. Kwara United back to winning ways again. They beat Niger Tornadoes by 2-0. It's always a very difficult game that game. It's always a very difficult game for them, but I think they came out smoking on Sunday and they won. It's good one, 10th of the log, and for me, there's going to be some changes, but I'm not sorry for Kano Pillars. They are bottom of the league, and it's looking difficult for Barau. They are newcomer, and they are not strong enough when you come to the league.
But they've also not been that bad. I think they've had like 1 or 2 away wins. But as you said, yeah, they are still new. They are learning the league. But I think they've not been.
But for me, there's something special about. I think there's something special about Abia Warriors because if you look at that team, they are very consistent around being within the top 7 since Imama came. They've been around that place, and when you have a team that you can find them around it, especially in the top 7, top 6, top 4 kind of, I think you have to look at the work of that coach that is doing, there's something special that they are doing that is making them to be within that particular discipline. For me, I think it's looking like Economy Warrior. Probably maybe they are overstaying their welcome in the league, and they need to do a lot to sustain their status in the league this time around.
What do you think about Shooting Stars so far?
Well, I think Shooting Stars, we've seen some couple of changes in the team, which is good. The branding has improved. The players, I'm sure that I've listened and watched and monitored them online. I think the fans they want more from them. And you need somebody who loves football, who can give you the money for you to go for the players that you want. I've seen a lot of them believe that the only man who is doing very well in their midfield is they call the guy nickname Abayomi something. I forgot his other name. So when he does not play, they have serious problem, especially in the creative department of their midfield. So they need the team need reinforcement. They need to bring in fresh legs to complement some of the. They have some couple of guys that are not bad that can give them that particular result. But it's gonna be better for them to get some fresh leg into the squad to make their season special.
Big result for Nasarawa United today over Shooting Stars, and then, as you mentioned, Bendel Insurance. I think the second win of the season.
Now, Bendel Insurance is out of the relegation zone now because
yeah. But it's just their fourth win of the season. So
it's good for them. What they need to do is to go home now to go and win. That would be massive for them. That would be very, very massive for them because that would take them to about. They have 19 points now. If they win their next game, they're going to be on 22 points. And the team with the 22 points is 8th on the log, which is Wally Wolves. So it means that if they win, depending on the result of teams above them, they are going to go up if they win their next home game.
It sounds good. Sounds good. Rangers' biggest winners from match day 16. That's it, Bayelsa United 4-1. And all the goals were scored in first half. No time, and that did so well for them. I think pushed them into the top 4. Well, this is MPFL. We know match day 16, the league is just starting. So there's still a lot of football to play. Some teams will do well in the first stanza. Second stanza will come now, they go bottom. We go begin the fight there. Shooting Stars showed us last season. Had a fantastic first stanza, came second stanza, struggled in 2 matches. Barely survived relegation. Olewa Spara United too. They suffered that kind of thing too sometimes. So Mayakwa United, I think they were just terrible last season, first and second stanza. By the time they tried to pick up, it was too late. We'll see. Olewa, let me leave you. Thanks so much for your time. Always a delight.
Thank you very much, my brother.
I'll come back tomorrow. I always do this late. I just lose sleep so I can talk to the guys in USA, Canada, and Australia, because they form bulk of my live stream audience. So I'll try to come back tomorrow and then catch up. Oh, Baba, appreciate it. Thank you.
God bless you.
So, guys, that's it. Always a delight coming out here to, talk sports with you guys. I've been taking a look at the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations, 11 days to go, and I said Super Eagles worries. Stanley Nwabali is a major doubt. We do not have Benjamin Fredericks is out due to injury. The man is just recovering, and it's a fantastic prospect for the team since this was discovered in June. William Trustekong, the captain of the side, sudden retirement is also a cause for worry. And the big one, we still don't have the squad list for the Afcon. And I'm asking you this question. Tell me, can the Super Eagles win 2025 Africa Cup of Nations? That's the conversation I want us to have as we wrap this up. Tell me, can the Super Eagles win the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations? It's been so much fun. I wanted to do 1 hour, then we pushed it to 2 hours. And now we're approaching 3 hours because it tells you in our world of sports, so much fun. And this is the Fun Factory. I'll see you guys around again. That's it.